Educated guess, I'd say that man is alive.
Come with me, see what I see. The terrible worlds that lie between. The realm observed and the realms unseen, where the dark things live while you dream. Join me, fight on the beholder as I drag your mind into those shadows and corners where you can see like me, those things you don't want to believe. Unconditional Shove, the new horror sci-fi graphic novel anthology series, featuring 2 stories and over 80 pages of compelling, action-packed, terrifying fun. In our first story, I'll take you to a place where the otherworldly is made manifest. In this place, the abstract permeates the cosmology. In this place, your fears will construct the most terrifying animations. Because in this place, monsters exist. And in our second story, we stumble upon an ancient friendship between monster and man. And you'll see why it might be best to keep your monsters close and your enemies even closer. In With Friends Like These. Unconditional Shove Volume 1. A graphic novel for all you lovers of the strange, macabre, and creepy things that we all know exist in the shadows of our universe. Unconditional Shove. Back in today on Indiegogo.
Sound for dance music. In its different way, this has its own magic. The magic of an accompaniment tailor-made in the fashion of the day.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your man Jay. Thanks for tuning in. I am starting a little bit early. I know I said it 9:45, but I want to cover a few things first and wanted to show the Unconditional Shove trailer. So we got that. Also, new background. So I made a link tree. All the information, if you're looking for any of my stuff, MightyBot MightyBotStudio.com is my domain. Takes you to the link tree. And then what you can do is there you can get the Twitter, the Instagram, which I changed down there to MightyBot Studio. Twitter is going to be keeping my personal, and then the YouTube is staying as it is. When I get ready to launch the store with the MightyBot Studio T-shirt and the other merch that I'm working on, it's going to be there at the domain in the link tree, MightyBotStudio.com. So I'm taking 80s advice, building a brand. And that way people don't have to wear shirts with my name on it. So, but I want to hail Mo, because Mo's a real G, always shows up. Hail to the chat. 80s made, hail Mo. Oh, hail Mo, of course. I did send you the link. Let me know if that works for you, or I have to resend you the link. I did send you the link, 80s, if you want to hang out, and pretty much it's just going to be a mess around stream. Early is gay. New is gay. All right. Mo says the show is going to be gay regardless because of the soundtrack. I appreciate the early because Rob and Bancroft have moved to Tuesday night. Okay, cool. We'll work on that. I can put on some synthwave. Why don't I drop some synthwave in there first? And let's see if we got some. I did send Odin the link and Rob the link and 80s the link. And let me know if that stuff's working for you. If not, it's kind of weird because I set up the schedule and then they gave me the link to invite guests, and that's the one that I sent out. And we'll see what happens. But my plan today is for 80s doing a auction on his Thursday show. So I got bookmarks. I'm going to be doing some custom bookmarks to be auctioned there. I have the cardboard color, which I'm excited to use because I can use the white stuff on it, and then I got some honky bookmarks too. So I got diversity, and I got honky bookmarks. So we're gonna throw some music on real quick. Crack is not gay. Hail General Piggy, thanks for coming in. Let's see. Synthwave, he took from my comment that he should double down on gay. All right, let's see. White stuff. Yes, we got the honky bookmarks. And then wait, are these like custom sketch marks? Yes, I'm gonna be drawing on them. So it's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna draw. There will be custom bookmarks. I'm gonna draw on them. I couldn't get them in today. But I'm going to order. They have sleeves that you get, so plastic sleeves, and then they have that you put the tassel on, so actually to protect the artwork. So I'm gonna be drawing on these today. I figure people do trading cards. 80s is not a trading card guy, so I was like, let's do some fucking bookmarks, man. So that's gonna be cool. Just no skid marks. Skid marks cost you extra, and you'll find that on my OnlyFans, General Piggy. Whatever pays the bills. We all go poo anyway, bro. 80 says diversity and honky bookmarks. I'm in. Listen, we don't discriminate, man. We want to get all the demographics. Not General Piggy says not a trading card guy. Blasphemy. You know the thing. I figure with a bookmark, you throw it in your book, you forget about it, you pop it open. Hey, there it is. You know what I mean? Forget about it. All right, let's throw on some tunes here. We're gonna share some background audio. Mo never likes my music. I wonder what I put on that Mo would agree with. Let's see. I know from his old stripper story that 80s is a fan of sleeves and tassels, but he prefers stretch marks to skid marks. I don't like that one, dude. I'm not in the mood for that. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna keep it the other one because I like this guy ST91 because it's like PS1 vibes that he does. Let's add ba-bam. Let's add the screen here. This is what I was working on. I'm not done with it, but these are new concepts I'm working on for these for some of my story stuff, building the world, and that's the fun part. So I'm doing these little robots. I call them ohms, and they live in the forest and they take care of the forest. They're about 3 feet tall. So these are the things that I've been working on. Don't do that. I want to do Shazam. Shazam. There we go. So this is what I'm working on here. So if you guys have any ideas what you might want to see on bookmarks, let me know. I'd like to do CG characters, but I'm open to whatever. But this certain ones I think I'm gonna stay away from. I mean, I don't know if I do a Cyber Frog bookmark or I'd like to draw Frog G, but I don't know, you know. I feel weird auctioning somebody else's characters. You know, I think that'd be kind of weird. I don't know. So this is what I was working on here. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, no, nothing else. Nothing else is here. Cool. I want to make sure nobody's waiting in the back. So let's see. I feel like I'm watching the 80s love story with that music. And Mo Big says, I bet this is what Davey Boy would listen to when he was banging Mick Jagger. Sure, man. This is where we're at. So the previous one I had here, I had this guy. I had this neat little moss hat. And then I'm doing this guy with his cool little wooden cane. And he carries a trunk, a hollowed out tree trunk on his back that squirrels live in. So there's gonna be another squirrel in his hand here, and then he got this one here, and I'm probably gonna do another one on his head. So that's the idea for that. But let's see, maybe we warm up with something. Maybe warm up a bit first before the crew starts coming in. I want to make sure that nobody's waiting in the back. Okay, cool. Music is gay. Better switch to the porn soundtrack to overcompensate. All right, so let's see. I wanted to do some kind of like, actually look at some joust stuff. I want to do some ostrich thing. Maybe instead of an ostrich, maybe make it look like a duck. A duck head on an ostrich body. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Let's give it some big eyes. Ostrich, like DP's character? I don't know. I haven't seen DP in such a long time, man. Yeah, let me find. Oh, I like this one. That bird looks pretty neat. Yeah, this looks too much like a. Like a chicken. I don't want it to look like a chicken. It's got like a long little beak. Then it has this cool little cool little beard thing. I want to give him something fun something cool to ride. Did you guys see Odin singing the duck song today? He said good shit. He really committed to the bit vocally. No, I didn't see it. Yeah, no, I didn't see it. Maybe we'll play it here in a little bit. Let me just make sure my I thought I heard something. Let me make sure my daughter's still sleeping. Okay, she'll wake up and be like, Daddy! She'll be like, Daddy, where are you? I gotta drop what I'm doing. Alright. Let's see, what was that bird looking like? Okay. I think we're gonna bring this up more here like this. We'll see how that works. Let's switch it like this, and we got somebody waiting on the back. Let's go ahead and bring them out. What's up, Rob?
What's up, man? How you doing, J-Bot?
All right, how you doing, man?
Oh, I'm hurting, but I'm here.
Well, it's not like you have to go far, man.
Oh, no, it's just, like 3 days, 4 exercises per day. I'm spent,
There you go, man.
So, yeah. So, what are you working on there?
Working on some concept stuff. Got these little robot dudes that live in the forest I've been working on.
Okay, yeah, I saw you were putting up a couple of doodles on Twitter earlier today.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So now I see them riding some like weird ostrich thing, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna do them like if it's gonna be a machine or not. So I think I'm just gonna have them ride like an organic animal.
Okay.
Not sure what it is yet, but I see an ostrich in my head, so we're gonna kind of base off with that, and then I'm using that to warm up, and then we'll see if we got any suggestions for some bookmarks today.
Nice. So they have those plain just like they have with the trading cards, huh?
Mm-hmm. I got these actually at Hobby Lobby.
I bet you they were pretty cheap too. Yeah.
They were. They're I think they were 40% off too, so I paid like $2 for both.
Damn. Hey, you can flip them.
And then they
That's
got
for sure.
You can order them off Amazon too, which I'm gonna have to order. They have sleeves that you put them in.
Okay.
clear plastic sleeves, and you put the
Yep.
tassel on the sleeve so you could like
Mhm.
protect. So,
Good deal.
but let's go ahead and bring on the other guest that we have here.
All right.
Waiting. What's up, dude?
Odin.
What's up, man? Sorry, I thought I totally missed your show. I was like, I just woke up from a nap. I'm like, holy shit, what time is it?
Oh no, it was good, man.
We'll
I
see how
started-
we can do this.
I started early. I started about 15 minutes early.
So I'm gonna switch my camera now because I'm like, I
Oh.
look like I just woke up from a nap. Here we go.
Yo, with that here comes a new foe. Odin, his picture kind of looks like a mugshot. And with the sirens going, it's literally like some Escape from New York type stuff.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
speaking of which, that's what I'm.
Speaking of which, yeah, that's
doing
what he's
right
working
here.
on. This is for boots and heels.
Mm-hmm.
I think this will be. There we go.
There
Is
we
that
go.
better?
Right.
Or is there's a better one? Where's it at?
Heels.
No. Where are you? Okay, there we go.
just go with that one. It works. Yeah. So
That's gonna be awesome, dude.
take my swing at the boots and heels cover fan art submission thing. I mean, he's throwing a pretty penny down, so why not?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Mo says, "Hail, Rob."
Hell, Mo.
Hail, Odin.
Cool. Good evening, man.
He likes the intros. I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
you're
it's
doing
good
great,
stuff.
man. This shit's awesome.
80 says, "Good morning." I don't know why he's hanging out in the chat unless he doesn't want to hang out with us.
So 80s.
Sentimentally.
Oh man.
Good
Listen,
morning.
you got to be a special dude for me to invite you and you not be an artist. So an 80s fits the bill.
Well,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah, no,
Indeed.
Yeah, I don't know. I always feel torn because what's Jason Bascom, Unhinged, like I keep telling him, hey, I want to hang out with you on Topic List, and then he keeps sending me a link every Tuesday, and I'm like, oh shit, that's right. So one of these times, but yeah,
It's a lot of streams to keep up with.
well, it was like
That's
those
cool.
2 weeks that J-Bot was gone. Like, either like didn't send me at that link or that week,
Mhm.
or one time he did and I forgot, or Luke. It was Luke Death Metal Hero. I was like, I don't know. Been trying. One of these days we'll make it work.
Yeah, the good stuff.
Sorry, I'm holding you back, man. You know.
So with that, I'm out. We'll see you next time. No.
With that, I'm out. Fuck this shit.
Oh man.
That's cool, man. That's cool though. That's awesome. You get other invites and stuff too. I keep telling people if anybody wants to come on, man, just hit me in the DM. I just feel weird like asking people, but if somebody wants to come on, they let me know. Like I'll shoot them an invite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No problem, man. You know.
indeed.
Well, I know, and that's one of those things. Like sometimes, you get weird about asking, and then some other people are like, "Well, I'm weird about asking," and so it just never happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
does
true.
suck because I know that's my way. I'm like, I don't want to
Mhm.
ask or bug somebody.
Yeah,
And
but
then
somebody's like, "Hey,
usually
got
when I
nothing
do, they're like, "Heck yeah," So it's like,
Yeah.
no, take the ask. But
right? Ain't that usually how it goes, man?
yeah,
No harm in asking, I guess.
well, it's the truth. Yeah, I'd like to see somebody get upset. Like, no,
How dare you not ask me?
Yeah.
who do you think you are?
Fun stuff.
Yeah. All right, I gotta get
Yeah.
my eyes. I can't even see. Still waking up.
Yeah, I should have gotten a nap in, but I did an impulse purchase. I saw that Fathom Events was doing the Conan 40th anniversary.
Oh, dude.
I was like,
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen it in theater. I was
That's
like, I gotta do this.
That's another thing I'm missing right now.
Oh no! How long is that going on for?
It was one day only. It's like,
Yeah.
come on. And
They
the only
only-
reason why I knew about it
At
was
the movie
because
theater.
the stream I did on Monday, where I was talking about movies and movie trailers and stuff,
Yeah.
and it was listed on the Regal website. So I was like, "Oh snap!" Yeah, you know. I mean,
I can
that's
see Mo Big says I can see why DP doesn't hang out with us anymore. Listen to Odin rubbing it in his face how every show wants him as a guest. Meanwhile, DP doesn't belong anywhere. We can belong here. He just has to work on his art chops, and I'll let him on.
Yeah. Well, I uploaded a driving and singing video on my channel with the duck song for Mo, and I know he saw it. I just haven't responded.
Oh, he said it was. He said he did really good earlier.
Oh,
I
okay.
gotta check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna disappoint. I'm gonna
Good
do my
shit.
best.
Yeah.
It's a song worthy of giving it my all.
Says you really committed to the bit vocally. Yeah, he was praising you earlier today.
Nice.
While you were sleeping, being a lazy bum.
Yeah. Well, it took a bit out of me singing that.
80 says I would be remiss if I didn't point out shit, man. Give a calm down with those words, bro. I would be remiss if I didn't point out that whack ass always says Camel is in a wheelchair and his book is called Boots and Heels.
Yeah, it does support that out.
Sometimes we write about what we wish we had.
Yeah.
You're right.
Heyo.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. I mean, putting our dreams, hopes, and dreams onto paper.
Yeah.
That might be your intro now. You got to come on, 80s. I got one for you too, man. If you ever pop on by.
Your hopes and dreams on paper.
Yeah.
That's not what we're doing.
Gotta love it, you know.
Yeah, now everything you draw, I'm gonna be like, that's your hopes and dreams.
Yeah.
You can do the big old titties or something.
Yeah, you know, and from that point, you know, one would think that would reduce the amount of questions about, you know, well, where did this come from? Where did that come from? You know, when they see it. It's all hopes and dreams.
I think most people understand that when they see like comic artists drawing big tits. Like, yeah, you know, it's. Oh man, I need eyesight to come back. So, are we gonna poll for an idea?
We could do that, or we could just work on whatever we're doing. I mean, I'm doing this to warm up, and then I'm gonna do some bookmarks if anybody has any ideas.
I got to work on character sheets.
Wait, when Boob Dan draws dicks, hopes, and dreams.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Hopes and dreams.
those are hopes and dreams I ain't seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, you know, it could be. Let's just play Freud for a second. It might not be that he wants dick. It might be that he wants his own to be as big as these gigantic monster ones that he draws.
The madness.
Which again, that's a weird projection in itself.
I think even now, because sometimes I'll scout out on Pinterest and stuff, and the thing that's starting to really pull out to me is the shape that maybe a pose may be in, whether it's male or female. The shape that kind of comes out to me, I think it's like captivating. So it gives me ideas that way too.
Like a silhouette.
Yep, silhouette, and I don't know how to describe it. I mean, sometimes art is a foreign language to me, but I appreciate it a lot. Hard to put into words. I don't have the Oxford history and degree in all of the correct adjectives of artistic expression, but I know what I like. Kind of like Apple Jacks.
You're like, damn, I'm trying to think the one with the frog.
Huh?
So I'm trying to think of the cereal with the frog.
Honey Smacks.
It was the Honey Smacks.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta dig in, man. Just gotta dig in, dude.
Dig in. Well, Rob just said he basically just quoted Robert Crumb, where he's like, I don't know what art is, but I know what I like, or something like that.
There you
Yeah, he was drawing these weird, again, drawing what he liked. Weird big tits, ladies.
Yeah, giant ladies and
Well, I
stuff.
say weird because he drew them kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
They always had these like big bird kind of legs and shit. Weird. Crumb was a weirdo. But
Yeah,
that was the
between him,
exact quote. I don't know the exact quote, but it was, I don't know what art is, or I may not know what art is, but I know what I like.
There you go. That's half the battle, I think.
That's true. Well, and they say you gotta know the rules before you can break them.
yeah,
Which I found that to be true.
Yeah.
Seen some people are like, yeah, it's modern art, or it's you know, trying to express yourself, and you're like, yeah, but like if you don't know the foundational stuff, it kind of looks like crap.
exactly.
All right, I will be right back.
Yeah, but lately I've been kicking it straight edge pretty hardcore. I equally love art as much as I love fitness.
Okay.
And I caught myself being a slacker for a minute, so I was like, let me try to get to 200 pounds, as lean as I can. And I was at 194 last week, and I'm at 198 now.
Okay.
But part of that process is like I gotta sleep a lot or make sure I get at least 8 hours. Because I got some security, physical training, aptitude tests coming up, so I missed my security days, so time to get back on the grind.
There you go. I'm trying to think where the straps for on a saddle for stirrups.
Oh, almost
Not
like a
stirrup,
camel
but like-
saddle.
Kinda, where you put your feet in, is what I'm trying to think if they come from the front or maybe the middle or something. I don't know yet.
My favorite camel joke from Shaft in Africa. The Arab man asked Shaft, he said, you ride camel? And Shaft said, no, me ride ass.
Damn.
Classic, I'm starting to notice a pattern with cable ever since they released that new Transformers trailer.
Hail,
FX.
chat, and panel. Felix Haas, what's up, man?
Hell,
Everybody saying the hellos.
Hail, Felix.
Mo says Rob is turning his life around after pounding all those natty ices during Brovember.
Yeah, man. Gotta get your head on straight.
Yeah, man, detox and cut my body fat percentage.
Yeah, that Beast Wars Transformers looks pretty dope, man.
Yeah,
I was like, damn, dude.
and that's the thing. Like ever since that came out, because sometimes I'll leave my cable on FX. They have been pounding every single Transformers movie back to back to back to back. All the Michael Bay ones ever since that trailer came out. But that's product placement,
So I stepped away for a bit. Rob, are you bulking up? Is that what you're doing?
Kind of more like lean muscle.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I always wanted to get to like 200.
Most guys our age are like happy when they're losing weight, and you're like, I went from 194 to 198.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, getting bigger.
Yeah, man. Trying to do it. One of the main things they teach in security training is your appearance is the first level of deterrency. If someone comes after you, or tries to attack a security guard, 9 times out of 10, it's because they think they can take you.
That makes sense. What's your mean face look like, Rob?
That's it.
It's stoic.
That's it.
If those were sunglasses, I think it worked a little bit.
Just the death,
Yeah.
just the death stare, just the Batman death
aviators.
stare and shit.
Yeah, some aviators. There you go. Just
Mm.
talk like Arnold. Easy.
Yeah, speaking of Arnold, man, I think that might have been the first time that I've seen Conan in its entirety. In a long time. I mean, because I seen that when I was a kid, bits and pieces, but I barely remember it. But
Watch that movie at least yearly.
yeah. See, I always catch it while it's on, and I'm walking by. But it definitely reminded me of a simpler time,
A simpler time.
you know. When the movie ended, people were like standing in the theater like they were waiting on a post-credit scene. I'm out of here.
You're like, this ain't part of the MCU?
Yeah, that would have been cool because they've talked about it. Arnold even talked about it one time, like a King Conan movie,
Yeah.
where he's old. And
Yeah.
it would have been cool if they like added a trailer out of nowhere on the 40th anniversary of Barbarian. They're like, and here's
Yeah.
the trailer for King Conan with Arnold.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's why they stay behind. I'm sure it'll be on YouTube.
It's just him
Got
like
'em all.
hitting on his Mexican maid and shit.
Oh man.
Get that sweet ass over here.
Honey, you missed the spot. Oh man. That Die Hard on 80s was a Monday.
Yeah,
That shit was great, man.
Yeah.
And
yeah, that's
again,
classic.
in its entirety, I love it. A lot of those movies now, they're starting to feel like when you see those old classics, like, man, things were so much better back then, to a degree.
To a degree.
Yeah. The
Well,
80s
part
had
of
their
it is
problems.
because things suck so bad now. We're like, this
Yes,
is- yeah.
exactly.
I mean, not to take anything away. That movie is really awesome.
Yeah. That was a trip. Yeah, I'm starting to think when I got the news about, was it top 4% category in art on Twitch, I was like, wait a minute. That's probably because all these damn chicks are doing hot tub streams.
Hot tub streams?
Yeah, nobody's hardly doing art.
Tough stream. Nobody's doing art. You
Yeah.
call that art? Hey, I may not know art, Rob, but I know what I like.
And there are some artists I watch on there that are pretty good, like Zoomy Draws. I think that's a student of Ross Draws. And there are some others.
Yeah, I'll take your word
Yeah,
for
I'm
it.
never on Twitch.
Not many though. Twitch is the spot, man. I love Twitch.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's always. You think it's drama on YouTube?
He's slumming it here. That's what I say.
But I think Twitch has gotten better because a lot of DJs they do their thing on there, and it's good to sometimes just chill, listen to music, see what they got on their mix.
Yeah.
But when they rate another DJ, like this one female DJ, she was wrapping up and she sent us to another music stream. Only this guy, he wasn't DJing. he was freaking playing a lead guitar live, and he had a rack of all these custom-made guitars. I guess he was in the store or whatever. Some of them were signed, signature, and as he was playing, just killing the riffs. It's like a pillar of flame on each side of him, like just shooting up into the air. I'm like, what did I just walk into? Shit was crazy.
Awesomeness, it sounds like.
Yeah.
It's entertainment, man.
Oh yeah. Then you got your gamers. So what's his name? Maximilian Dude. I know you probably heard of him, J-Bot. Yeah, I watch him go through, some of the newer games and stuff. Then the FGC is all over Twitch. So Dragon Ball Z Fighters.
Oh yeah.
Street Fighter 5, Guilty Gear.
They doing any stuff with 6 yet?
Oh yeah. They beta tested, and it was like getting the inside scoop on the arcade, because all the competitive players had access to the beta, so they were playing Street Fighter 6 all over Twitch that weekend. You have to see a lot of it.
Some of those designs I see, they're just like, I think they're trash, but that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it looks like the damn game looks like Marvel's Capcom Infinite, and that didn't look too well. You know what I mean? When that came out.
Yeah, the dude with the long ponytail on the top of his head.
The drunken guy. He was terrible.
That design's weak, and then I don't know, man. They had the Ninja Girl seems okay. There's whatever that white guy from the last game with the stupid V on his chest. I'm like, that dude looks like a dork.
Yeah, Nikali.
And then they showed the teal and pink hair judo girl. She looked pretty cool, but then they showed like the big ass butch red haired chick, and I'm just like, damn, bro, that's a dude. I don't give a fuck what you say.
Yeah. Well, I knew they were going to do that. They were going to start crossing over that when they brought back Seth, and Seth was basically, they were like, oh, it's a new body, but it looks like a woman. It's like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah, he had a male and a female.
Yeah, too much.
Good thing J-Bot was only half listening to Rob when he was talking about Twitch DJs, or we may have lost him from YouTube forever.
Let me stop. But yeah, that's a trip. They still play World of Warcraft.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'm pretty shocked. So I used to play it back in 2007, Burning Crusade. It was like the first expansion, or second expansion. Crashed a couple computers playing that damn game.
Yeah, I always like the idea of MMOs more than playing them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, oh, cool. I'm gonna go and become, just go and level my dude up, become super strong, and then go and help people and meet some friends and stuff. Then it's
a lot of time commitment.
And you're just like, gotta kill 20 bees, man.
Yeah, back when I was playing it, we used to get they used to have some of those crazy stories, like some of the guilds, they will welcome like newlyweds. People will get like married in real life and then have the marriage in the game too. Like after they got married. I'm like, it's a whole nother level. Then,
yeah, because I think when you got married in the games, though, you get like special shit.
Yeah.
Like tax breaks and shit.
Tax breaks.
Yeah. It does have its own economic system. Then, of course, there were the classic cases of chick friends, underage boy on the game and then flies out to try to meet him only to get arrested because the parents saw the whole chat and exchange, all that stuff.
Yeah, and there's that.
Yeah, it was wild, man. That World of Warcraft was the Wild Wild West. And then they started getting like Chuck Norris to do commercials, then Mr. T, and then Mini Me. I was like, this game's got to be dead eventually. But no.
Yeah, I can't believe this. I think once you're committed and you have so much stuff in it, though, too. It's like, you know.
Yep. The game is well over a decade old now.
Mm-hmm.
Still getting updates and all that.
Yeah, I haven't heard of it in a long time, so I'm sure there's still hardcore people playing it, but it just it did fade a little in popularity.
Oh yeah, definitely. When they start doing like with each expansion, they tend to make the game easier with the next expansion. So like a lot of the effort that you put forth previously and the gear that you get, it's like obsolete when the new expansion comes out. So you got to do it all over again.
What Mo said, correct me.
Part of him always knew the hot chick he was marrying in the game was really stupid.
Hey, you gotta watch it, man. It's dangerous.
Part of him had to know. It's like, but it's true love, so I don't care.
All right, Rob really has bad influences and skeletons in his closet. That's what I'm guessing. I'm trying to piece this pieces together.
Yeah,
that's 80s. Between Natty Ice nights, broing it up, and always trying to hack into bros' phones and watching wrestling. I'm guessing.
Sometimes it can't read or type.
Yeah, 80s. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I say I'm part of many schools of thought. That's the best way I can say it.
Many schools of thought.
Yeah,
it's pretty open-ended there.
I'm just know that I'm not doing anything illegal.
Fair enough.
That's one road I don't want to cross. I got a excellent record of never being arrested or pulled over by the police, so I'd like to keep that.
Wow.
Right.
Cannot say the same, but good for you.
Yeah, but it's probably one of the reasons why it's easier for me. Like if I'm dating a girl or whatever, and things start getting kind of weird, I just back off because it's like I don't need you to be accusing me of nothing. Drawing no assumptions. None of that.
It's a danger zone, man. I mean,
danger zone.
Bitches be crazy. Right?
Yeah.
No, seriously, it could become just your word versus theirs, and like some fucked up shit, and you're like, whoa, scorned woman, nothing like a scorned woman.
Yep.
Hell hath no fury, they say.
Yeah.
Scorned woman.
So I almost got married once, but it was like, you know what? She was a smart one too. She asked if still wanted to continue. I was like, you know what? It's better we don't. Because I'm probably going to end up going to jail.
Don't go away, man. Just go away.
So, yeah, it was cool. She called the parents. They got her stuff. That was it. But I learned a lot from her.
Yeah.
Moses 80s roasted him for his typo last night. He's like, admittedly, I was way off. It was typing up the leap last night.
What typo?
I guess last night, I suppose, during the Die Hard stream.
Oh, yeah. I remember one where 80's like, I read it how it was written, But that was one typo. That's all I remember. But maybe there was more.
Typo City.
Typo negative.
I was thinking the same thing.
Well, it's because people who are fans of the band, they just shorten it to typo. Like, oh, you're a fan of typo?
It's easy to remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you were talking about Jay, about y'all were playing, you and Matt Barr playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, that was
like,
fun, dude.
Oh yeah, it's fun to team up. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't been a really big Call of Duty guy, but we're playing that DMZ mode, and it's cool because like, you know, they put 20 people on a map, but then you have tons of AI, you know, guys on there. But they give you objectives too. So like you're playing the game, you're like murking AI dudes too. So you feel like you're doing something. You're not just like loading the game, getting fucking domed, and then okay, quit and leaving. You know?
Yeah.
And I tried it, and I was like, dude, it's fun. Like, I was like, I wish I had somebody to play with. And then I see Matt was streaming it because I think I saw him streaming. I was like, oh, that looks cool. And my younger brother plays Warzone all the time, so I was like, well, it's free. I'll give it a shot. And I tried it, and I'm like, dude, this is great. And then Matt was on, and we're trying to get it to work. And then finally, after he logged off the stream, you know, we got it to work because you could do cross-platform on that.
Which is good.
Yeah, we were like, all right, cool, man. So we played around, and we did pretty good. We lasted way longer than I thought we were gonna do. I still haven't been able to extract though. It's like you start off with a weapon, and then you're grabbing stuff, and then you're filling your backpack up, and then you go to the extraction point, you get out, and then you keep whatever you get or whatever, I guess.
Gotcha.
But it plays very well, man. Like, it's very fun. It's fun shooting stuff, you know.
Both deployments. Call of Duty was like the #1 game. It was Call of Duty and Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
And you know, that was my area, so I play a little bit of Mortal Kombat, then I started looking up the moves. Then it's like, all right, 15 hit combos, let's go. But it's hard to get people to I hate to say it this way, but like on the deployment, I had to like lure people in to play Street Fighter.
Oh man, you want to go play Street Fighter?
People did not want. They'd like play maybe. Huh?
Did you offer candy?
Yeah, I got this candy. Just check it out over here.
Where the hell was
Got
I?
these
I think,
cheeseburgers, man.
I think we were in Oklahoma, and I was at Drill, and they had at Fort Sill that we've managed to find an arcade, and they had like Street Fighter versus EX plus Alpha. And dude, like I was like deep in that game, doing all the combos with everybody when they would give you all the different combos to do, and you had to like complete all the combos with each character and shit.
Oh yeah,
like Scalomania was my guy, dude.
Yeah.
So this dude's like, "You want to play?" I was like, "Sure, man." I'm sitting there fucking doing all the moves with him, doing the Scullo Dream with him and shit. This dude's like, "You played this before?" I'm like, "Bro, it's my shit,
my
dude."
First time.
Yeah, Skullomania, man.
No matter who he would pick, man, he'd be like, "Yeah, I just would
On it.
take him to the cleaners, man." He was mad.
Yeah. Yeah, that silly raging demon where he broke out the picnic table. Crazy.
Yeah, there was all types of different combinations you could do while he was doing it, but I could do the basic one.
Yeah.
He does all the poses, and then he like poses, and the guy falls from the sky behind him, lands on the floor.
Oh, and that soundtrack, man, for EX plus Alpha, Alan Snyder's stage, golden.
Dude, that game was awesome, man. Like, not too many people talk about it. I haven't tried that Fighting X-Layer. I heard it was like the successor to it because Akira developed, like another company developed it, and half the characters belong to them.
Yep.
So I heard that one's like free to try, and then you can download it. But that one had like crazy ass combos, and that one was fun, man.
Yeah, they had combos, and then they also had different fighting systems you could choose from, kind of like SNK versus Street Fighter, I think, or
Yeah.
Capcom.
Yeah.
Like one of them, like once you leveled up the character, or once the character leveled up enough during the fight, they could disappear. You know what I'm saying? They could just attack you
Oh,
out of
shit.
nowhere. Another mode, their combos would speed up. They got faster as they leveled up and all that. So there's a whole nother complexity.
Yeah, I haven't seen
Isn't
that
that
one. That one. Any of those come in the store for a long time.
Then that damn Power Rangers fighting game came out, and I was like, man, this shit is too much. I'm not ready for all this.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty good.
They had like I don't know what he was, but he looked like the Black Panther. And he was doing combos, he was jumping off the wall and all this stuff. I was like, how the hell did y'all get this in this game without Disney attacking?
Wait, Power Rangers fighting game?
Yeah, Battle for the Grid.
Yeah, Battle for the Grid. It surprised a lot of people how actually good it was. And
Yeah,
it was like
I mean,
free.
The fighting game can be great. It's just one of those things. I don't know. I always hated Power Rangers. I never understood the attraction.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck? This is the dumbest thing I've ever watched in my entire life. And people are like, we love it.
Putties.
All right. Yeah, putties. What the fuck?
A product of its time, I guess. I mean, it's just good fun.
But
Of course,
when
it's also Japanese stuff too, and then they just Americanized it.
That's
filmed
true. That
it.
might have been the start of like I'm not a weeb, man. I don't get this. I don't understand.
You know, the minute I took it serious, I think it was like first episode where Goldar was in there, and they were fighting, and this dude, whoever was in the Goldar suit, big monkey with wings and gold armor, this dude did a flat out split and ducked a flying kick. I was like, oh, this is pretty serious.
I love this shit.
You know, that's like Ninja Turtles level, like martial arts.
Yeah, Goldar was like the badass dude that like didn't belong.
Yeah.
It's like, this dude's design is so dope. Like, what is he doing here? And how come he's not just like running everybody's shit?
Exactly.
I vaguely remember.
Oh, he owned it.
I remember the name, or it sounds familiar.
Yeah, I was the same thing. I was too old to Power Rangers.
Really
came out.
tried. I mean, because it was like when that day and age there was nothing on. You know, I had only like network television, whatever they were playing at that time is what you got.
Mhm.
And I'm like, it's a Power Rangers thing. I don't know. Everybody's like hyping it up. I don't get it. So I tried. I really tried, man.
It was too corny for me. I was too old. I wasn't the demographic for it.
Yeah, that's really what it was. I'm like, that was too old. But
Yeah, I was
still watching like kids shows.
So they're like, here's Power Rangers, and I was like, dude, I just rented Guyver. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But there was at that same time, speaking of Conan, there was this Conan cartoon show that I used to watch.
I remember that.
Conan cartoon show was legit, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was actually kind of shitty, but it was Conan, so I'm like, I'm gonna watch it. Like,
Mhm.
I'm sure if I watched it right now, I'd, be Robert Howard's rolling over in his grave kind of thing,
Conan the Adventurer.
Yep.
Conan the Adventurer. Oh shit!
Yep.
Oh man,
You remember?
I remember, dude. I used to catch that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was
They had the metal that could kill the snake people.
yeah.
Mhm. The
Well,
Asian
yeah,
dude.
I
Asian
remember
dude. He always he would always say how stinky Conan is. It's like, come on, bro. It's messed up.
I remember that
Oh, man,
the
it-
wizard guy who had the wizard wand and shit, twirling the wand with the turban on his head and the mask, twirling
Yeah.
the shit.
Gosh, I barely remember that. For as much as I watched it, like I should go find a refresher on YouTube or something. But
Yeah.
I'll probably just end up going like, how the fuck did I like this? This is bad.
By today's standards, I'm like, this is great.
Yeah.
Well, that could be. I don't know.
Because that happens too, man. Sometimes I see something and I was
All I
like,
remember right now is that bird friend of his or whatever that like loved pomegranate.
oh,
Remember, it was like crack to him. He's like, "Pop my crack." He likes it there. I don't know why. That's all I remember.
I smoke rocks,
Yes.
Conan.
We all have our
Madness.
vices.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, dude, man, that was a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think during that time, there was, for me, when I got out of school, there was Power Rangers, there was Batman the animated series, about around Conan the Adventurer, and I think Mummies Alive came out a little bit later, but I love that one too.
I think I never
Remember
caught
that.
that one because I think it was too early. It sounds
Yeah.
familiar, and I picture it in my head, but like, you know, it was too early. I remember like when we were getting in high school, and then SWAT Cats came out. We were just like,
Yeah.
"What? This is the shit!"
I don't remember that one either.
Yeah, it was the two
Yeah.
cats with the plane. They had the tricked out plane,
Yeah.
and like they like the jet fighter, and they like worked at the junkyard, and they had this like high speed jet fighter. And they'd go out, and they like monsters would attack the city, and they take these
Mhm.
high speed jet fighter out, but the police would always trying to capture them.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
yeah, it was cool, man. And like they had like the one like part of the jet would turn into a motorcycle.
Hmm.
It had a badass theme song too, man. Like you were like fucking guitars and shit, just like "Wah!" You're like hell yeah, dude! Like let's fly and blow some shit up. But there's a cool YouTube channel called Toy Galaxy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They do stuff on shows like that and toys,
Nice.
and they were talking about how like when SWAT Cats came out, they were getting away from violence in shows.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
they move it around and just I guess they had to like move it around and just let it die because they couldn't just cancel it for some reason. So they just kind of moved it around and just kind of let it fade away. And they did like 2 seasons, and it was really cool. It was a cool show.
I think I would have appreciated that one more if I never saw the Cops cartoon, where the
Great.
black dude, what's his name, Bulletproof. He was the chief of police or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So that was another one
Yeah.
that, like, if a friend had cable, I could check that out because I don't think they were showing it on regular television. And then I saw it, I'm like, damn, you guys get the
Yeah.
coolest shows, man.
Yeah, I got a couple of the toys too.
But that animation was really good.
Yeah.
That was part of it. It had that intense animation that was actually good. Like a lot of stuff, like speaking of like the Conan series and stuff like that, the animation was poor. It was not very good. And then
Cops
certain
had-
ones just stand out. You know, Cops was like that. It was kind of like, like Japanimation kind.
Yeah, and Cops had like the figures were badass, dude. They were like this big,
Yeah, they were huge and
Yeah.
heavy.
and they had like all you
Came
could
with
bend their
weapons.
ankles and their
Yeah.
ankles and their knees and their everything. They were
Yeah.
like giant GI Joes, dude. They were badass.
And I think they were heavy. Like they were like, were they metal or am I thinking of a different one?
Might be thinking of a thing
It's-
different, but they were
Yeah, it was
solid.
hard plastic. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
some of
they
them
were
had
hard
metal
plastic.
pieces.
But I remember the fully movable appendages and shit like that, you know. So I always hated that when they had like a stiff arm in one position, you know, only moves at the shoulder.
Yeah, or stupid
Forward
action
and
where they're
back.
like,
Yeah.
chop.
Yeah, those toys were more durable than the damn GoBot toys. Because I swear,
Oh yeah, well GoBot toys were that
It
good.
it was one GoBot toy I had to buy like 3 times because I kept breaking the wing, and I was like,
Suck
I
it.
loved it.
That's how they do it.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to keep buying.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get you.
true. Yeah. When I was down in C, I think after Thanksgiving, right before me and my sister were about to come back up north, there was it was like a ongoing series about the history of toys, I think, and they covered so much stuff. I mean, like from
Is that Netflix?
the 1940s, the introduction of Lego, then
Oh.
to Hot Wheels, and then Star Wars toys, right before the movie came out. And
Yeah.
what was it, the fact that they put in a box saying, hey, you can buy this box that has toys coming soon, and it was wild.
That's when you know you have a hot toy.
Yeah,
Buy the
it's not
box.
out yet.
And
Buy
we
the box,
promise
we'll
you'll get
fill
a
it with
toy
toys
eventually.
later.
Yeah.
You
And
buy the
then,
McDonald's bag and you get the burger later and shit.
Gladly pay you Tuesday.
you know, and the toy business was kind of cutthroat. There was one situation where there was a woman in the studio, and she had a great idea for a toy, and the head guy, he gave it the green light, but she got no credit for it. So she went behind their back and made another toy and gave it to, collaborated with somebody from another toy company. And she made her money off the back end, but the owner that she worked for found out and fired her on the spot. And this was back when they had Starbright, that
Yeah.
old toy, like 1970s or so.
Mhm.
I was like, damn. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Well, when money's involved, it gets interesting.
Yeah. High stakes every time.
High stakes, man.
Mhm.
Mm.
But yeah, when y'all were talking about Call of Duty, that reminded me. I was like, I think I'm due to get back on some Devil May Cry. I ain't sliced up some demons in a while with Virgil. Love that game.
Did you see the Armored Core announcement?
Armored Core?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So I'm all old, like before From Software was like super big. They did like Kingsfield on PlayStation,
Mm-hmm.
and then they did Armored Core, and it was like a mech series that they did PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2,
Yeah.
and then they did 4
Yeah,
part
like
4.
Metal Slug, right?
No, it's a mech game.
Okay.
It's like 3D, and you build your mech. Like you're like the story is
Oh.
always whatever, but you're pretty
Okay.
much you're always a mercenary, and this is your Armored Core is what they call AC is what they call the mech that you drive.
Okay.
And then they start you off with a basic one, but then you do missions as a mercenary, and you get money, and then you buy different parts and shit for your mech, and you even have like different loadouts or more than one mech in your garage and stuff, and you get to change the
Mhm.
color and all types of stuff. Like the customization is like off the wall. You can do whatever you want as long as like your engine or like your energy cell can support what you have. And
Mm-hmm.
so you can do like fast mechs, you can do like flying mechs. They have mechs with like spider legs or like tank tread legs, and you
Yeah.
can do something like a tank. You can do something that's going to be
Improve
quick.
stats.
You can do so you could like really customize whatever you want in terms of like within the
Mhm.
parameters of the game and stuff. Like stuff like Mech Warrior kind of blows that shit out of the water because the customization in it
Okay.
was dope.
Yeah.
So they announced that they're at the Game Awards that they're doing Armored Core 6. And people are like, is it good like Dark Souls? And all us old Armored Core heads are like, no, bro, it's a fucking mech game, dude. We're like pumped as hell. We're like, hell yeah, dude. Because you can do co-op. You can play the game. They always have a co-op mode.
Mm-hmm.
And so you and your buddy you can go, and I'm sure they're probably going to amp it up and maybe make it teams of 3 now, where you go accept missions together and stuff. And depending how well you do, you got to do the parameters of each mission, like go and destroy 6 silos of the enemy. So you'd be going doing that, and let's say after you complete that, you have to be like, okay, we used this much ammo, you took this much damage, so the repairs and ammo cost this much, so we're taking $20,000 out of your $500,000 payday. Okay, cool. And then you get that extra money, so you're like, oh, cool. Then you start customizing your mech and shit. So, and then you start having like other mechs for other jobs.
Mm.
And then sometimes you'll like go do a job, and all of a sudden it'll change. And so they had in Armored Core 4, they were called armor fortresses, and like they were like bosses. Like the whole mission would be to destroy the boss.
Yeah.
Like one of them was like a train in the desert, and you had to like fly around it like by dodging all these crazy lasers and go and blow up the back and then go from the back all the way to the front of the train and destroy the engine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or you had like one was like a flying satellite that had like mirror lasers that it would like reflect lasers, these giant lasers, and shoot them at you and shit. It was really cool. So now that they're doing 6, it's like, oh, dude,
Bringing back the good stuff.
we're stoked. And they had they kind of scaled it back with 5 because 4 was very fast combat.
Mm-hmm.
5, they kind of shrunk the mechs down and made it more like you were fighting in cities, where like the mechs themselves were like tall as like a 30-story building.
Yeah.
You shrunk them down so you could do more like in streets and urban combat stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how 6 goes, but man, dude, they announced that and it's coming out next year, and I'm just like, yeah, boys, about fucking time. Because that was like From Software was known for Armored Core.
Mm-hmm.
And then they did like Demon Souls and Dark Souls and stuff, and you know, and like about a month ago, I was like, I want to play Armored Core, man. But it's none. There's none of them are new. They're all old, so you gotta like play them on, you know, PS3 or 360. You know.
Yeah.
And so I was just looking a week ago at like getting Armored Core 4 Answer, because that one was cool as shit. And they had like, and once they announced 6, you can't find it now. Now it's bought everywhere. It's all sold out now. All the little copies, because it was $40 just for the disc.
Man.
And now you can't. Now the only ones you can find are like ones that are like unopened for like $200 and shit.
Oh yeah. It's a rarity. Yeah, I think the closest thing that I've played similar to that is probably Front Mission.
Okay, yeah.
Turn-based. And then the last one, they turned into like, 3D, big mech in the city type thing. And I watched my buddy play it because I was more into Vanquish at that point. And Vanquish was a lot of fun, but it was just a short game. Same company that made Bayonetta Platinum Games.
Yeah.
Before they got bought by Nintendo. Yeah, Platinum, they knocked out 2 hits back to back, and then next thing you know, it's like, oh, we can't do a Bayonetta 2. And then Nintendo was like, swipe.
You could do it for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's Armored Core is based on of course based on your loadout, but also skill too, because it's not it's not strategy or anything. It's and they had a versus mode too, where you go fight each other and stuff.
Damn.
But 5 had a really neat one that they had like which was 3 on 3 or it was 4 on 4, but you had one guy was an operator. So you had like 3 mechs, and one guy was like had the map, and I think he can pilot a drone, and he would communicate. He's the only guy that had the map, so you would communicate with your team. Oh, listen, you're coming up to this guy. Let me scan him and see what he got. Oh, he got a laser weapon, and this other guy got a long range cannon. Because you would put like missile launchers, or like you would like sit down and a big ass cannon would fold out. You know, I had like 2 minigun. I had a minigun on each hand and shit, just mowing shit down with minigun, 2 dual miniguns and stuff. So you could do like, there's laser swords that you have in your arm that you could bust out, and you can like discharge, your weapon, like dump your weapon when it's out of ammo and stuff, or if it gets damaged. And then they had like super weapons that took up both back slots, but it was like a giant ass like super weapon, like you like 2 giant cannons that would charge, and like, so you had like just tons of shit you could do. It was so cool, it was so damn good.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, Armored Core has had a following for a long time, so that it's good to hear that the fans are getting what they want.
Yeah, so that's I'm excited about that.
Oh yeah, speaking of the video game awards, I heard Al Pacino was there.
Yeah, I guess Kojima got like got an autograph and shit.
Hmm.
And I guess he showed like Death Stranding 2 or DS2 or whatever. I didn't watch any of it. I just heard about it. And then I watched the Armored Core trailer.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
Yeah, they don't pretty much. They normally don't make the games I like anymore. I mean, Devil May Cry is one of my favorite go-tos. I don't think they're going to do those anymore. Dragon's Crown, I love that game. I still play that. You know,
Dragon's Crown was pretty dope.
You know, they're not going to make another one of those. I hardly play fighting games anymore because I don't have the time to commit. But
Seems like those that take the least time, right?
Yeah.
it does, you know, just if, you know, you want to play a couple games with a friend, you know, 20 minutes, you know, knock out a couple games, get about 3 games out of them. But like, let's just say me and my buddy, when we used to play like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Ultimate, one game was like a half an hour. You know, he's using Phoenix Wright throwing papers at me. I'm using Frank West throwing zombies at him. It gets crazy, man. It gets real intricate.
Fair enough.
I just turned the time limit on.
Well, yeah, that's what we did. Yeah, we cut the time limit off. That's why like one match would be about 30 minutes. And then we take like probably a 20-minute break after that, you know, talk junk and laugh about the match and then have a rematch. So there's an hour gone right there, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah. I may pop in Ultimate 3 because I mean you can still play as Galactus. They got a Galactus mode on there, so
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't mind smashing up some heroes.
I gotta try it again. I just didn't like how it was 3D. It kind of made it off-putting because everything seems so stiff to me.
Yeah. Ultimate introduced the 3-button system as opposed to the 4. But we got Deadpool.
Oh, there's 3 buttons in. That's probably why I was picking it up and trying to do shit. And I was like, "What is happening?"
Yeah. Ultimate 3 had, you know, light, medium, heavy attack, and then the special button. And then when Infinite came out, they brought the Infinity Stones back, which were cheesy as hell. And then they brought it back to 4 button, which was, you know, light and heavy punch and light and heavy kick.
Yeah, like Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Damn, so they dumbed it down more in 3?
Huh?
I said they dumbed it down more in 3?
Yeah, 3 was, well, you could do a lot in 3.
I understand, but you know, before you would like tap with 2, with Marvel vs. Capcom 2, you tap like light twice, and that's light medium, or like you know what I mean. So you could like tap and then start doing combos from there. But when you use your 6 buttons, you have to tap light, medium, to you know what I mean, to literally start your combos off. But in 2, it's like tap the same button, and you're starting a combo off like right away.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So that's why I was trying to like. That's probably why I was trying to do shit, and I couldn't do shit in 3 because I was trying to play it like 2.
Team Trenchcoat. Dante, Wesker, and Virgil. If you give me 3 bars, I'll get an easy 3 hit. About at least a 200 hit combo. But you know,
I think I was disappointed how Hagar was too, or Hagar. I was
Metro City.
I thought he was gonna be cooler, and I was like, man,
yeah.
Check out Zangief for this, dude. Like
Metro City's favorite pipehead. He literally had the world's biggest crack pipe.
I don't know if he even did the stuff spinning the power drivers because he did them first. I'm pretty sure.
Huh?
I said I can't even remember if he had like the spinning pile drivers because Hagar did them first.
Oh
Hagar
yeah,
predates Zangief.
Yeah, Hagar.
Or even the pile drivers, you know. I know he did the spin where you do the spin and throw, but I was like, dude, he always pile drive. He like pick dudes up by the neck and pile drive them and shit.
Oh yeah.
I was kind of disappointed because I used to love playing him in Final Fight. And I was like, this is his moveset? Where's his running lariat, dude? Like,
Oh yeah, his lariat, when you do it, it still takes off a little bit of your life too.
oh yeah,
Just like in Final Fight. Silly.
yeah, because he had some bomb ass moves in Final Fight 3.
But yeah, in that game, like once you knew like the cheddar characters, like you could have fun with almost every character. But once you knew like the cheddar characters, people like Chris G, start using Morgan, doing Mirren, just keep throwing soul fists at you all the way across the screen, just draining you the whole time. That's when shit gets boring. You know?
Yeah, I can't stand that shit.
You guys be doing infinites and stuff.
Yeah, it's like, dude, man, that's what I liked when 2 came out. Even 1, man, we liked using the once we got so far or so good with who we wanted that we would start using the characters nobody used and try to win with them. That was the fun.
Yeah, you know, switch it up. That's what made Low Tier God kind of famous, picking the low tier characters.
You're like Omega Red, man. Nobody's Omega Red. Like I'm fucking.
I
Omega
loved Omega Red. Yeah, man.
Red. Colossus. I was like, I love fucking Colossus, bro. Let's do this shit. Like,
hell yeah.
turn the metal, just start punching motherfuckers and grabbing them. They're like, oh shit, what do we do? Then I turn Zangief metal. You know, I turn his ass steel and throw him in the back.
Oh
and shit.
god.
I just have him running out, grabbing dudes and shit. Just calling him as the second guy and shit. Don't know what the fuck to do.
Yes, see, Zangief was dangerous in the versus games because if you did his sphere spinning pile driver and you rotated the joystick while he was doing it,
hell yeah, dude.
3 of those will kill you.
Yeah. Bro, the fuck out of that,
just,
bro.
Yeah. I had this this grown man. He tried to fight me because I was using that. He was like, "Why you keep grabbing me and cheating?" He just swiped over the joystick dashboard and knocked everybody's quarters over. Mad as shit. This dude was like 40-year-old grown man trying to fight me. I'm like 15 years old.
I had that happen in Darkstalkers. I was playing I was playing Vampire Savior and I was messing around with John Tal, Wolf guy, and I was like, I started figuring out the supers. And I was like, okay, because this is like after like Alpha 2 came out.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, you're just mashing buttons. I'm like, nah, man, I'm hitting you with the nunchucks because I know how to fucking do it, dude. I played the guy like 6 times. Like he never beat me, and he was like mad as fuck at me. I was like, dude, calm down, man. I'm doing the fucking nunchuck and shit. Wah. And doing the taunt where he's shaking his finger at you like, nah, son. Dude was mad.
Hey. Fighting games will break some people's spirits, man, in the arcade.
What is up, man?
What's up, all this?
That's the
Everybody
thing
around you while it's happening too.
Yeah, man, that's the thing I miss was like, dude, like now you just go online and play people and shit. When you had to stand next to that dude and put your quarter on it and it's your turn.
You stand next to them watching them get pissed and certain sense of satisfaction when that
just chilling.
Yeah. That's like, was it the FGC? I think it doesn't happen as often, but like when they play online, there'll be like a surge of people that when they get whooped in the fighting game, the first thing they go to is they're like, "Oh, you're an N-word. You're an N-word. I bet you're this." Just going down the list.
Yeah, dude.
And what they do now, because you can screen record the stuff, you know, PlayStation or share it. They record it and they just upload it right on, whatever social media. So,
yeah.
But that's the thing too. Like it was like you kind of had that. Now there's no fear. Like okay, you might get your account banned or whatever. But at the arcade, man, you talk too much smack, dude. We're going outside.
Step outside.
Like, we're going outside, dude. Like
real
thing.
One
it's
time,
like real life.
Yeah. One time
it
was like a Friday night, and me and my buddies, we all arrived at the arcade, and this one Spanish dude from Peru, he's beefing with somebody I think from like Argentina, and he just started off talking shit. And next thing you know, all we hear is the dude from Peru got tossed through the glass window of the arcade, bro.
Damn.
Oh,
I
man.
was like, man, break time.
My turn.
Yeah.
I'm up. Get rid of
I'm up
Where's the
next.
squatter at? Smack that shit. out of here.
Yeah. You know,
Peace.
there was some wild stuff going on in the arcade days, man. Nothing
It's
like
also
it.
cool when you would when you would be playing a game, especially like Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and then like somebody be
Mhm.
using somebody that you never thought of, and they're using
Yeah.
it like really good. You're like, damn, dude,
Yeah.
like holy shit, that was good, man.
Mhm.
Like, wow, like how'd you? Oh man, this is how.
Started asking
Okay, cool.
questions.
Like,
Yeah.
then you had the same dudes. They were usually Asian. They picked the
Yep.
same 3 characters and did the
Springfield
same
Mall.
shit. They had their fucked up ass haircuts with their short spiky hair and the 2 long bangs
Yep.
coming like this and shit. And they're like, I'm gonna be
Riding in the-
Cable, I'm gonna be Storm, and I'm gonna be Iceman all the
Yep.
fucking time.
Riding in Hondas with VTEC.
And I'm
Yep.
like, all right, man, whatever, dude.
Classic.
Like, you just be fucking with my Mega Man and Mega Man Cyclops and Iron Man combo, man. You know what I mean? Or like, I'll be like, I got you, man. Fucking Dan. I'll be like, here's Dan, bitch.
Cyclops was
I'll be like, here's
legendary.
Charlie.
Oh God. And then you had Shadow Charlie. Oh my gosh.
And then I'll be like, all right, I gotta pick somebody that's pretty decent. I'll be like, Zangief, bitch. And then, okay.
Yep. Man, it was wild. It was almost like some people would come in with like the Asian rice hats.
Holy shit.
Really?
Start putting on like their biker gloves and shit. That shit was
Some
wild.
Big Trouble in Little China, like the glasses they wore at the airport.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
was-
hilarious.
Yeah, it was wild. Some people would come in with a towel, water bottle, ready to get it in.
That sounds like
Yeah,
the
it was-
DDR
it was,
kids and shit.
It was a hell of a culture, man.
They're like, we're gonna play some DDR, bro. They come with a towel and shit. Someone brought a fan to hook
Oh,
up. I'm
God,
putting my fan
man.
in right here, dude. You're like,
I be playing the game.
you on your BO all over the joint, bro. Like,
Yeah.
tell me yourself.
I be playing the game, and whether I win or lose, next thing you know, all I hear is da 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 da. I'm looking over, and he just killing it. He just dancing everywhere. I'm like, hey, well, that's a workout.
Or they'll be like fucking. I never had respect for guys that play DDR and they grab the bar in the back. They grab
said
the
they
fucking
grab the
bar
bar?
in the back. They grab the
Oh
bar.
yeah.
And then they just doing this shit, grabbing the bar. It's like, bro, you fucking ain't doing shit, man.
Sweating
You
and
ain't
shit.
doing nothing. You get that shit out of here, man.
Oh my god.
Grabbing the
I would
bar,
grab a
get out
song.
of here with that shit.
I'd grab a song, play on 2 fucking pads, man,
Mm.
like the double pads. I would play on both, and I would freestyle that shit and be like,
Nice.
fuck y'all, you tappity tap bullshit.
I didn't have the guts. It
I
was
never
right
did
my
that
way.
once. I've never even tried.
Oh, I loved it, man.
I just look over at it and then like, all right, that's intimidating.
Because I had like, I'd play and people would be like, dude, I'm watching people play this shit and it's boring. And they're like, dude, I watch you play, you're fucking dancing on the machine. I was like, it's called Dance Dance Revolution, bro.
That's true with the
It's
rhythm.
not called
You gotta
step
throw it in there.
and fucking look at the screen. It's Dance Dance Revolution. So I started
Yeah.
playing with, I couldn't have the same foot. I would never have the same foot touch the arrow. So it was 2 up arrows. The same foot couldn't touch it. I'd switch feet.
Oh wow.
And that's just how it started. And then ever since
Nice.
then, that's how I would play. And
Okay.
you would have to move.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
you were like, shit, you're damn. Like, yeah, damn right I am. I don't have to do it on hard.
yeah.
You know,
Forever.
I could just do it on normal.
That was called
But
the
when
J-Bot rules.
There you go.
You're gonna challenge me? We're gonna do J-Bot rules.
G-Bot rules. bitch.
J-Bar rules.
End of the century.
All or nothing.
Afro Nova. Double pads.
Wow. Now, House of the Dead, Time Crisis,
Oh yeah.
Area 51, Maximum Force, Lethal Enforcers. I was on it.
Midget Tossin is better since 80s. Well, the guy was from
Full set
Peru.
midget
He was from
tossing.
Peru or wherever. I'm sure he wasn't that tall, man.
He was basically a midget. Well, and if you could pick him up and throw him through a plate glass window,
Yeah.
he ain't
yeah.
a big dude, unless he
Yeah.
he pushed him and he dripped or something. It's like,
Nah, the
whoa.
dude from Argentina, he was like 6'3". He was tall, you know. So, but I mean, that's not the first time I seen that. Well, my friend at the time from Peru get dropped. So,
That's like you're like, oh, he was your friend.
yeah. I
Like,
mean,
that shit's South America.
Was he a
man.
friend or was he an acquaintance?
no, we hung together a lot, but it's like, you know, he was the type of dude where he was bound to get in trouble, so it's like kind
There
of
you go.
deserved it.
Yeah,
So-
you're like, oh,
Yeah, no, I have plenty of friends like that. I'm like, yeah, they kind
there
of
goes
deserve it.
Manuel. You better go get his ass.
We just look over and be like, "Damn, you all right, man? All right, cool."
I'll still jump in and help you.
Yeah, but yeah, it was a trip. It was a trip.
2.
And back then, one of the arcades we could bring drinks in, because some arcades you can't bring drinks in, and the one we were able to, Still Reserve, was new. It just came out, so they didn't even equate it to. They thought it was like a soda.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Damn, bro.
Basically a soda.
Holy shit.
yeah. And then you had some folks bringing in spit cups. They're chewing tobacco and getting in their fighting stance. There is nothing like the arcade scene. I mean, God bless the FGC today.
We got arcade
But, like,
bars. You guys got any of those? Because
Huh?
yeah, that's the thing. Like all the arcade bars now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
My ex
true.
used to do the accounting for one in Seattle called the Jupiter Bar.
Mhm.
And man, tons of fucking games and a huge pinball place. Because so I have two friends that are really into pinball, and they were visiting, and we were in Seattle, and like, yeah, there was like 2 or 3 different arcade bars in Belltown in Seattle, and we were just loving it. But you could just drink all freaking night and play video games. It was fun.
Yeah.
Damn. Get toasted.
Yeah.
Pretty fun. That's when,
Well, we
that's
had
when I
an
started playing
Airbnb
DDR,
like
man. That's
within
when I
walking
started drinking.
distance, so you know it was all fun.
Have a few beers and
I'm about to play this DDR game, bro. Watch this shit.
Just sweat out all the beer.
There you go.
Hey, it works out though. Shoot. You get a workout in and have fun too. Shoot.
I see some dude playing, they'll be like, yeah, it's so fun. I'm just like, you better watch this shit. I'll show you what it's all about.
This is real.
Real, you think this is the game? It's in a game.
Wow. Yeah, man. Something else.
Let's do one more.
Man, Voma this thing. I don't know if I'm gonna do a damn bookmark, man. Oh, it is.
How's it coming along? Pretty good.
Sausage pretty lit, man.
Yeah. See, as soon as it came up clear, I just automatically got the Mandalorian theme music in my head.
That's it. Makes me think of Wizards.
Yeah, it's exactly where I was going. I'm gonna have to watch that. I'm gonna have to check that out and get that. There was a series of books called like Fairy. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It came out in the 70s, but I still think they print it, and they had a lot of like neat stuff that looks like it belongs in Wizards and shit.
Nice.
Like a bunch of films and stuff. So I figured this guy would be like in the desert or some shit.
Mm-hmm. Tuscan Raider.
He's only like 3 feet tall.
Nice.
I'll work on the hands later. I'm just kind of like, yeah, that's good enough. No wings though. He doesn't fly. He just run.
Nah.
So if I could give him like kind of like raptor claws, or like, you know what I mean?
Built for speed.
Yeah.
Up to 60 miles an hour. The Velociraptor travels in packs. So I gotta prepare myself to see Avatar.
You gonna go see that, man?
Lame.
Go to water. Yeah, I gotta do a review of it. Plus, my pops, he wants to see it. You know,
Oh, well, that's
remember
cool, man.
I tried to cancel my Regal membership. He was like, "No, keep it. I'll pay you to keep it."
Oh, that's cool, man.
I was
Can argue
like,
with that.
yeah.
That's
No,
fun,
I mean
dog.
when you were talking about that bonding
Yeah.
kind of thing, like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Even like me and the wife, man, we went to go see Black Adam because we haven't seen the movie in a long time. We're like, oh, what's playing? Let's go. You know, the kiddo was with the grandparents and stuff, so we're like, all right, okay, fine, we'll go see Black Adam. And it was fun going
Nice.
to the movies, man. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
They didn't
It's
have
so
Twizzlers.
funny
They
that-
had Red Vines. That's a fucking crime.
What's that?
They didn't have Twizzlers. They had Red Vines.
Oh, the spinoff.
Yes, it's a fucking crime, dude.
It's a crime. It's blasphemy. You're a commie. You fucking have that shit.
I think you're
Yeah.
a commie if you like licorice. Just saying, like, seriously.
I only like
I-
Twizzlers.
I don't
know
even
that.
like regular licorice. I know a lot of people hate black licorice, which I cannot stand, but I don't
Oh
like
yeah.
regular licorice. Tastes like wax to me.
I don't even know, man. I
It
just
didn't matter if it was Twizzlers or Red Rope or Red Rope or whatever.
At that point, it's not even a candy anymore.
Yeah, I don't
Twizzlers
know. I
is
mean,
good.
each their own, but like I just never understood it. It always tasted weird. My mom loved licorice. And she even liked black licorice, but I was like, I don't know how you do this.
Yeah, it's rough.
It's
That's
rough.
one natural remedy I won't go down. Just a little too unbearable.
Yeah, boil up some licorice, man.
You know? I'm even working with this all natural energy drink, or energy shot, should I say. Peppercorn, the seasoning, olive oil, black seed oil, and apple cider vinegar in a shot glass. Sometimes I'll throw like a raw egg in it too.
Sounds
that
good.
shit
well,
tastes-
except for raw egg, but
Huh?
that actually sounds good, but I like weird shit. But
That shit tastes so terrible, and it pisses you off. You can't help but to have energy. It's like, God dang, this is terrible.
drink this shit.
Ugh.
I think that's the thing with natural remedies. They're so hard to take down that it just like boosts you up.
Yeah,
I'm so mad.
Yeah.
you know.
Walk, I
That's
should.
wild.
Except I like
made me-
vinegar. I always have. Like when I was a kid, I used to pour vinegar in shot glasses,
Oh my God.
pretend like I was taking shots because there's a burn to it, and I didn't know what
Yeah.
whiskey tastes like. I was like 10, but I like,
Damn.
oh, I could have vinegar.
Those
I'd actually pour it into shot glasses and take shots and go, like make the whiskey face like as if I was taking a
Ooh.
shot.
Yeah, it can give you the whiskey face, that's for sure.
Oh,
my
vinegar
God.
face is that's worse than whiskey face.
Oh man, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, no, I eat raw garlic, cloves, and take shots of apple cider vinegar. Like this is just
Yeah.
good for you, but I actually like the taste.
Yeah, I'm used to the apple cider vinegar. I got the Bragg brand.
Yeah, they're the name nowadays for the
Yeah.
real shit.
Ooh, yeah, that stuff is rough. But it does the job. So yeah, I'm gonna check out Avatar, do a review. I don't know if y'all familiar with Chris Gore. He pops up on Nerdrotic's YouTube channel.
I've seen some
um,
of his stuff.
Yeah, he gave his initial because he got it early access, of course. And he was saying it has its problems, but there's no wokeness in it. It's about family, and there's a lot of action and pretty amazing scenes in there. But 3 hours, it better be something in there.
God damn.
Well, yeah. No, I don't know. Like something about especially because when they choose, like we were having this talk on the 80s about like, you know, the voices don't sound like voice actors. They just sound like boring ass people, you know. And so I've only seen the trailer, but the voices sound horrible. And
Yeah,
every
one
time
of
I
them-
hear that trailer, it's the one girl who's like, she says like, "We gotta save the people," but it's the way she says it. It's just
Yeah.
like nails on a chalkboard. Like that. Horrible.
As long as it's better than Wakanda Forever, I think.
That's
You
the
know,
bar. As long as
man.
it's
Oh, that's a low bar, dude.
It's the last movie to have blue people in it. I don't know why there were blue people in Wakanda Forever, but
People
there
like Avatar,
were.
they make 'em blue.
You
I
know.
don't know. I saw Yellow Submarine way back in the day. They were like,
Mm.
"Are you bluish?"
I saw a Blue Man Green, a Blue Man Group.
Blue man.
Very true.
Are
Very
you
true.
bluish?
What's going
You're
on?
down with the blue.
Alerts. I'm getting alerts. You talking about midget tossing 80s mates? Say hi to the world champion. That's what Eric Grant says.
Oh my gosh.
What up, Eric?
Eric Grant.
Another
What up?
new challenger has arrived.
That's
What's
a
up,
damn
Eric Grant?
intro right there.
I don't know, man. I don't know, Odin. This is,
You don't know?
his characters look more badass in your picture.
Oh.
Boots and heels.
You
Well,
know?
I guess
that
that's the
thing.
idea, right?
Yeah. Be putting it to work.
I could, you know what? I could just see. That looks like Kurt Russell to me.
Yeah, that's
Like I can see Kurt Russell under the fucking mask, dude. Just the way his posture is with the hair. I'm like, dude.
perfect that I did it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. There you go. There's your casting. Well, it'd have to be a young Kurt Russell, but
Just get his
Kurt
son.
Russell could play Boots.
Yeah, just get his son.
Oh yeah.
Oh
so-
yeah. I thought that was pretty interesting too. How Kurt Russell played Ego in Guardians 2, and then
Yeah.
his son got to play his U.S. agent in Falcon and Winter Soldier. I guess in a new Cap coming up too.
Yeah, let's see. He's the best thing that come out of whatever Phase 4, whatever Phase bullshit that was, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see more U.S. Agent because he's the only guy to me in that whole show that made goddamn sense.
Oh yeah, yeah. The rest of it is just
Because the only thing that makes
the
sense.
one
Yeah,
that's
like, we gotta
really-
take your shield. You killed a terrorist that shot you, fucking murdered your friend. I'll be like, fuck yeah, dude.
Bruh.
No, how dare you? I was like, dude, Cap's murking dudes left and what are you talking about? And I'm sure Cap was murking dudes left and right, man. Like, what?
Yeah,
You mean to tell me he wasn't like killing people?
Right.
they had to kill like at least like more than 10 people in the opening of Civil War between Wanda, Cap, and Falcon.
Yeah. It's just, you know what I mean? It's just like, dude, come on, man. No, you murdered people. They should have had, and that's what it would have made sense to me if they would have went the other route and had him be more of a soldier.
Right.
I
He
think
was
that
the
would've-
one.
I think
Yeah.
that would have been cooler because he was
Cool.
one. He didn't have no damn powers. U.S. agent.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? When he was Captain America, he should have rode in there. They sent him with his. I'm sure I said this before, and I'm sure you guys, because I say this shit all the time. They're like, here's your shield, here's your friend, here's a pistol. Go catch some super powered fucking terrorists. Okay,
Yeah.
fucking Iron Man, you just got to shoot, use a suit and War Machine, got all this shit. No, here's your shield, bro. Get that shit done. And everybody's clowning on him, and he just got a shield and a damn 1911. Like, that's all he got.
Classic.
Just a shield. Come on.
There it goes.
So I'm glad he got this. He ended up getting the serum, but he should have rolled in with like 6 dudes, like a SEAL team,
his battle star, and they should have rolled in there like fucking throwing flashbangs and with M4s and shit, just fucking dudes
Yeah.
up the way you would do like normal like SWAT shit. That's
Yeah,
what they should have done. And he should have started killing all these fucking terrorists. And then Falcon would be like, dude, why are you killing all my bros, man? They're not terrorists. And then Cap would be like, bro, they're they're killing, they're murdering people. I gotta stop them. I'm a soldier, is what I do. Like, you think I have been murking people fucking across overseas for the country? What do you think I've been doing, man? Like, seriously, how do you think I got all these medals, bro? Like, like what the fuck? What do you think has been happening?
Yeah, it was wild, man.
So that
mean,
would have been.
should
I
be-
think they should. That's what they should have did. But they kind of like they neutered him and shit, and they made him a joke. When to me,
Yeah.
he made the most sense. Everybody else was retarded in that damn show.
Oh yeah. Freedom fighter, the female freedom fighter, and her
Mm-hmm.
crew. That was a waste of super soldier serum.
How the fuck are you gonna tell me that these kids with super serum are beating the shit out of Bucky, fucking Winter Soldier,
Yeah.
who goes toe to toe with Cap? How are you telling me that they're beating his ass?
Disney. That's the only way out.
Dude, it makes no fucking sense. It makes
Yeah.
no sense at all. Bucky should have been beating the shit out of all of them because of the combat experience. Dude's been fighting people and being a super soldier since World War II, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Bucky was pretty much neutered that whole series because he was like apologizing to everybody that he killed or whatever,
Mhm.
or family members that he killed. Actually, one of the more ruthless people under the Punisher, below the Punisher, in TV series wise, that they could have taken a page out of his book was the what's his name, the Patriot, that was in the Jessica Jones series. He was addicted to that combat enhancer inhaler, and he was fucking up.
I
Just
didn't see that season.
I think
Yeah, I don't remember that.
yeah, it was the first season. I think yeah.
Was it?
He
Because
was
I saw the
crazy as
first
shit.
season with the Doctor Who guy, and then they did another
Yeah.
one, and I didn't watch it.
Oh man, that was
Yeah, like I'm done.
a psychological
It wasn't
thriller.
too bad.
Honestly, it was.
Yeah, I mean it's been a while. I can't remember that shit.
I didn't like her character enough to watch it again.
Yeah, she fucking
Yeah.
annoyed me.
She was just getting drunk and getting banged out or banging. you
Right.
know. That
And
was
then you know they
Honest,
they neutered Luke Cage. I was hoping it would turn around,
oh yeah.
but it's like they
Yeah.
didn't have a budget to do shit, or they didn't want them to do any like superhero shit, you know?
Yeah. They broke the bed.
Yeah, right. That's our budget.
That's about it.
We got that IKEA budget. That's all we had.
Yeah. Because they literally
Oh,
broke the bed. Yeah.
Hey, we still got warranty. Take that oosk back to IKEA.
That oosk, oosk, oosk.
And that's what's sad though. The Netflix shows, probably with the exception of Iron Fist and the Defenders, pretty much most of them were better or are better than almost every TV show that Disney has put out MCU wise.
Oh yeah,
That's pretty sad.
I like the Defenders because of Daredevil.
Yeah,
Yeah, Defenders.
yeah. I know some people didn't like the Defenders, but I thought it was alright.
I was
I
like,
didn't
it's
like
more
Defenders.
Daredevil. I was
The only
down.
one I liked was Daredevil. Luke Cage was okay at times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I would
Iron
give him-
Fist would have been good if it wasn't for Iron Fist. The guy they cast was horrible.
Oh, so bad, dude. Why?
yeah.
But like everyone else around him was really good. Like the
Yeah,
show
that chick
itself
was
actually
badass,
pretty
dude.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
The Asian chick was really cool. Like I heard a comment where they were
Forget her
talking to the
name,
stunt guys,
Mhm.
and they were like, "We kind of knew who showed up to do work."
All right.
And they
Damn.
kind of like were hinting that the guy, like the main dude, didn't give a shit.
Well, it
Yeah.
kind of shows in the story, man. I mean, he
Yeah.
just looked like shit. He didn't seem at all like fucking Iron Fist. So.
Yeah, like, he didn't beat nobody up.
Yeah, no. Especially compared to like the effort of training that Charlie Cox went through with
Mhm.
his Daredevil fight scenes.
Oh yeah, but those were pretty freaking badass. That one had some of the best fight scenes of modern TV. You know.
Yeah.
That's the thing too. Like I couldn't.
They
I don't
actually
want
tried.
anybody else to be Daredevil.
Yeah.
No, he did great.
You know, like
Yeah.
he's to me, he's Daredevil.
hmm
Well, that
But I-
show, like to me, Vincent D'Onofrio's Wilson Fisk.
Yeah.
John Barenthal. He's Punisher
Oh
now.
my gosh.
I thought he'd
Yeah.
be great.
So good.
The only one I didn't like was, and a lot of other people did, but I didn't like the actor so much. Was Bullseye.
Oh,
that was
Bullseye.
Like season 3. Yeah,
I mean,
he was all right.
the funniest thing that out of that
Electra was
season
great.
3 with the fight was where they were fighting at the church, and Bullseye threw the collection plate at him, dude. I was done. I was in tears laughing so hard. I was like, that was perfect timing. But he was all right, I guess, for what he was.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I just didn't like the actor. I don't know, because part of it is like I always thought Bullseye, and then I thought, I mean, it kind of came late in the season. I get it, but or late, in the, third season. But like
Not
he
enough
was to
character
me
development.
Daredevil's best nemesis, because a guy who can, the best projectile person in the world to a blind person. Like I think that's such a cool concept, and they had epic battles all the time.
Mhm. Yeah, it was a tough one. It was, semi-decent closeout. I guess the best they could do.
Yeah, but everything they did with Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin was pretty impressive, and all the Punisher side stuff was great. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Season 2 was...
The Elektra stuff was okay, except for that, he became a total pussy for a while.
Yeah.
Because of her. And I'm like, whatever.
Like with Elektra, I felt like they were using too much of kind of like the Winter Soldier memory wipe type of thing. Like she didn't know who she was and all that. He was trying to snap her out of it. I was like, all right, I've seen this before. But Daredevil, the Daredevil series is a great example of what happens when you take some producers from Dark Knight and you get them a little bit of freedom, and they brought Hell's Kitchen to life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole lore with Hell's Kitchen, all of it was great.
Mm-hmm.
It was like the last kind of action-oriented show that I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess there's new stuff out there that a lot of people tell me to watch. I just don't.
What?
I think the thing is too is that you're kind of like, it's just going to turn to shit anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard.
I invest the time.
Invested.
Yeah.
But oftentimes, if you can stay with just season 1 or the first couple seasons, maybe, then you can go and not get too invested and want to watch more.
Yeah.
Because you know it's going to go bad, but oftentimes.
I saw some ad for
more Firefly, and I'm like, well, no, I'm glad it ended it before it could turn horrible.
Yep. Yeah, I saw some ad on Netflix. It was called the Academy of Good and Evil, and it had Lawrence Fishburne. It was like, I guess, his version of Hogwarts.
Oh, okay.
And as he was walking and talking, he started switching. I was like, oh God. Start making feminine Lawrence Fishburne. I'm out. I'm not, nope. I don't even want, nope. I ain't not getting no chance out of me. Can't do it.
Start switching.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Bro.
What are you
Yeah,
talking
like
about
this.
switching?
Huh?
What does that mean? Maybe I'm just like, don't know.
It's like a thing that women do, but a gay guy does too, because he's trying to be feminine.
That's why I don't know.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Huh. What is it though? I mean, it's something.
It's switching the hips as you walk.
Oh, gotcha.
Like you know how models walk?
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
Humping
oh
your
boy,
hips.
I'm done. I'm out.
Not my man Fishburne, bro. Damn.
Yeah, I know, man.
You got
I was
fish
like,
burns.
how you go from Deep Cover to this? Nah. Deep Cover was one of my favorite movies too. I think that might have been the story of Damien, the crack pack. There's a lot of crack in that movie.
Crack. A lot of crack. All right,
But yeah,
might be
it's hard to
calling
choose anything.
it a day on this one. I think this is good enough.
Too much left to watch. I think I gave up watching that Casey Anthony series. Nice, that came out good.
Yeah, it came out pretty good.
Heck yeah. I like it.
Hot dang.
Probably move the the thing got to be moved up. It seems like it's too far back. His saddle.
Saddle up. Really killing it with that blue lead.
Yeah, it's yeah. I think I can always ink it and change it too. So I'll just put another sheet over it. So that's my third little ohm guy. Probably lives in the desert or something. I meant to put some containers on him, but I forgot.
Containers?
You know, like him carrying like some kind of like just storage things or like boxes or something to carry stuff with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, pouches.
Oh, on the side of them, yeah.
Yeah. Let's put a little bit of. Like I forgot I was gonna do like a little table in the back, but I would have had to move the tail like down, and then just have like boxes or containers stacked up.
Nice.
Yeah, these are part of my little story. This is the same world as the chick with the big sword and stuff.
I can dig it.
So I got plans.
Hell yeah.
Whenever I drop something, who knows? I'm gonna create animals and stuff for it too. Yeah.
Start a world builder.
Yeah, because it's not like I said, it's not our world. There we go.
I know this is a bit of an older one, but was it Green Lantern? Beware my might or beware my power? I thought that was pretty decent. I don't know how accurate it was compared to the comic, where they brought in Jon Stewart, but evil possessed Hal Jordan with a bunch of Green Lantern rings, trying to be like the Green Lantern god.
Okay, so then they grabbed that thing off of like issue 50 of Green Lantern then. So like after Coast City gets destroyed.
Okay.
Like in the comic, because I started collecting Green Lantern like around like mid 90s. It was like 45 or 46. Like I guess they reset it. And then something happens and Coast City gets destroyed, which was Green Lantern's like city.
Oh.
And he goes crazy, and then he like starts like killing the Green Lantern Corps, and then he has like a ring on each hand or each finger and shit.
Yeah.
And he goes to like do something in Oa, and he ends up absorbing the Green Lantern battery. And so there's like one last surviving of the blue dudes, and he goes to Earth and he gives the ring to Kyle Rayner.
Oh, so that's where they switched it up in the.
He gives the ring to Kyle Rayner, and they're just like, "Here, you've been chosen." And he was an artist. He was like a toy designer, so that's why his stuff was like, the stuff that he would come at the time. It wasn't like a big, but he'd do like a mech suit or like a airplane or robot or shit like that.
Yeah,
because he was a toy designer. And then so he would fight and that's when Hal Jordan ended up becoming Parallax, and because he absorbs the battery of the Oa, so he doesn't even need the rings. He's just doing shit because he can.
Okay, so that's how they switched it up then. The last surviving Elder, he gave it to Jon Stewart, and John Stewart didn't know how to get it off. Sinestro infected Hal Jordan with some kind of parasite to control him, and
probably parallax or something. Because I guess
Yeah,
later
and
they said that parallax, that's what it was. They said that when they
Okay.
brought Hal Jordan back to end up being like a being that was
Okay.
that infected him and drove him
Okay.
crazy.
and then Hal Jordan, he ended up surpassing Sinestro, and he became his master. And then Sinestro started serving him, and it was something with the Thanagarians were teaming up with the other race, I guess, maybe the Oa, or the Oa's the elders. I can't remember.
Yeah, the elders are the little blue dudes are the elders of they live on
Okay,
Oa,
yeah.
which is
So
the
the
Green
O-
Lantern headquarters, pretty much. Oh, it's the Green
Okay,
Lantern's
yeah.
headquarters.
So the Oa and the Thanagarians had some kind of particle thing they were testing together, and then somebody sabotaged it, and it was Sinestro working for Kyle Rayner. I mean, it seemed like pretty good to me. Obviously, they switched some stuff around.
Mhm.
I just wasn't a fan of bucket naked, Hal Jordan when he turned evil.
Butt
What up,
naked
24
Hal
hours?
Jordan.
Yeah, it was like they had to show him like butt naked for like 3 or 4 scenes towards the end. I was like, why y'all doing this?
He's like, my God, now look at my wang.
Damn shame. You know?
His cock ring of power.
The ultimate ring inside my butthole. Whoa!
Oh God.
Ring piece.
But yeah, between that and was it Super Sons, the animated one where the SJWs were getting pissed because Superman said truth, justice, and the American way again.
Yeah, that one looks really good.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. I think they might have done. They
American.
did Starro better than in Suicide Squad because he was a big bad in that one. Gotta have your big bads.
Yeah.
So if that's kind of like the beginning of the changes with James Gunn and them getting involved, we'll see what happens.
You hear they want to turn old dude to Lobo?
Yeah. I think
I'm
he could
down,
rock it
dude.
for sure.
I'm down. He fucking looks like him.
Yeah,
Who?
They want to make the dude who's Aquaman. They want to make him Lobo. They want to
And
restart
Jason
the whole
Momoa.
universe.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Well, it's all in the execution. Like, he would have made a good Conan, but
I
know
think
what
he
I'm
would make
saying?
a good Conan now.
Who would?
The guy who was, because he was in the Conan movie. I can't remember his name. Aquaman, whatever his name.
Oh yeah, Jason Momoa.
Yeah. Like, he was a good Conan, but I think he was a little bit too young. Like, if he did a Conan, they should make him just do a Conan movie now, because he'd sell shit big time.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, the thing is, he did fine. It was
Yeah,
the
he
movie
did.
that sucked.
I just don't think people were ready for a fantasy movie, and it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a big, like, it like wasn't. If they did it like maybe like a few years later, like when the superhero craze kicked out, I think it could piggyback off of that.
Well, no, I mean, I've watched the movie. I just think it sucks.
Yeah,
Like, I
haven't
think the
seen it.
movie itself is horrible.
Yeah, it's
I
very
think Jason
mediocre.
Momoa was fine as Conan. I thought he actually did good with what he had.
Mhm.
It just, the execution fell flat, And admittedly, I haven't watched it since that. Oh, I think I watched it twice, but yeah, it just did nothing for me. And so here he is, like, he's gonna play two of my favorite fictional characters of all time.
The main man.
He's gonna be the main man, and he was already Conan. And I'm like, all right, well, hopefully, if they do it well. I don't know. I have my doubts.
Yeah.
And not because I
Yeah.
don't think he'll do well. I think it's because
Mhm.
I think just the movies might suck.
Yeah, we'll see what they do. Oh, and what's his name? Hawkman in Black Adam. He voiced John Stewart in Green Lantern Beware My Power.
Yeah.
So he might be on his.
I didn't mind Hawkman.
He just remind me too much. Like some of the scenes that he was doing, it just remind me like, all right, that's straight out of Black Panther, the first one. You know, where he uh, jumped out of the ship. They had the whole just for him, and he was already rich and stuff. But I mean, I like the rivalry between him and The Rock, especially when they were fighting in the apartment and they were doing all that shameless plug of DC memorabilia. I thought that was a trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, that's one of those type of movies that holds a, nice little place in my heart. I know it didn't make much. It's not enough to make noise about, but it took The Rock 10 years to make that damn movie. So I give him credit for.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was fine. I thought it was simple. I thought they were like, here's these characters. This is Justice Society. And you're like, oh, these guys have been around for a minute. You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, this girl's been around. He's been around. You know what I mean? It's like, I almost felt like they just established they expanded the world of DC just by having them in the movie.
Yeah, indeed.
Because you're just like, oh, this guy's been around. They've been doing shit. Okay, cool. Like, that's the vibe you got. They don't have to explain, well, I'm Hawkman, and I'm from whatever this thing, and I live 80 different lives, and I just could be reborn as Hawkman. Yeah. They don't need that shit. Like, I'm Dr. Fate. I've been living for 100 years, and I do magic shit. You're like, cool.
And I like how they established that, because he was talking about, being around during World War One. So,
yeah,
he was old as shit. Pierce Brosnan, I mean, he stole the show of the movie, no question about it.
Oh, yeah.
Who did Pierce Brosnan play? Was he Dr. Fate?
It was Dr. Fate, yeah.
Yeah, he killed it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it was cool. It was I enjoyed it.
Soon as Pierce Brosnan broke open the TikTok and the Tic Tac, he was like, this isn't really a good plan. I was like, oh, Pierce Brosnan about to kill it up in this joint. I have fun. The Rock wasn't overly himself, which was different. A lot of brooding. And interesting story.
Probably for the best. It kind of gets typecast. It's like, let's see something else.
I don't think he raised the eyebrow neither.
Wow.
Let's go ahead and just smirking dudes. Like, the way he fought was cool as shit.
Yeah. Like, if any of y'all ever seen any footage of, like, Injustice 2, Gods Among Us, that's, like, most of them fighting between Dr. Fate and Black Adam, like, it looked like moved straight out of that game. So, I thought that was pretty fun.
Yeah, they did a cool job. Like the way he's just like splitting shit. He just grab a chopper, rip it apart, grabbing it, just like slapping shit. Just what I mean. Like it's almost like it's the Superman way you think Superman would fight. Like it's the way you want to see it. Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh, cool, okay. Like
almost
so,
like
I thought that.
Yeah,
just like, but you know what I mean. It's like they're like shooting at him. He's like, but then he's also seeing because he's so like strong, just like Superman or whatever. Like his brain processes shit, so he's seeing shit in slow motion. You're just like seeing him. He just like moves a fucking missile, just pushes it to the side or smacks it. It spirals or blows up a Humvee and shit with 8 guys inside. And he's just like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like he's so strong that he's just like nonchalant doing this shit.
Right.
And it's like, oh, cool. But then he's also like, ripping shit in half or flying through stuff or just grabbing a dude up and just fucking tossing him who God knows how long in the fucking you should see him like way in the background just land
like he was
a die.
I was like, damn,
just like
damn midget.
That whole him going Super Saiyan, that thing was a little too much, man. I was like, damn, bro.
But not like as soon as like the brutality, but just the way they showed the power that Black Adam had. It was like they should have been doing this shit with Superman from the get-go, man.
Kind of like they do with Hulk.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Because with Hulk, they always show that like he's such a powerful force. We want to show it. But yeah, they kind of skimp on Superman a little bit.
Yeah. In a way, I get it. Superman shows restraint to a degree.
Yeah, they want him to
but,
be dignified, not just.
but freaking
But sometimes
Black Adam, he'll show no damn restraint.
show the full brunt of the force.
That's what you do. You have like Superman should be fighting everybody like he's fighting children. He's like, all right, calm down. All right, yeah, sure. What you know what I mean? Like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, too, with that movie, they did something that I've been asking for a while. Introducing Intergang. Because if you got Intergang, based at least on the cartoon, Darkseid's minions was supplying Intergang with, their apocalypse technology. So, and I think they work for Lex Luthor too. So I was like, they finally put them to work. Thank goodness. They were pretty good cannon fodder. All right, I think it's almost time for me to call it a night.
That
Yeah, just cause, man, I didn't get much sleep last night. I was kind of tossing and turning, but I had to get up early anyway and train, beat myself up, and yeah.
it happens.
If I don't get the proper sleep tonight, I'm definitely gonna wake up feeling under the weather, and can't have that.
No, we don't want that.
All my training would have been for nothing.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
But yeah. Once you at your peak, man.
Cat, get away from my feet, cat.
So once you at your peak,
Yeah, I'm trying to see what that peak is before I turn into Grandpa Wilson with kids in another dimension, because I damn sure ain't got nothing here.
well, fair
You
enough.
know, But
It does make you older fast. But not in a bad way.
We'll make it work.
Yeah. God, I can see my
Teamwork
pencil.
make the
Fuck,
dream
fucking it up.
work. All right, so my writer has suggested that I start putting together character sheets to show various expressions of my characters. So, first character sheet I've been working on is this guy. I'm gonna share it for a minute before I go,
Okay.
if that's cool. Where are you? Okay. Window. Okay. So I've been just trying to mess around with this guy, John Fairchild, newly head of a corporation, and classic grade A corporate dickbag,
Nice.
and buff as hell,
Look at his chin. I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got to bring in the butt chin,
Yeah.
Definitely.
Bruce Campbell would be proud.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's one of the main characters, or should I say villains, of the comic book I got. Y'all know his VKP, but that name may change, so it doesn't sound too pervy according to 80s Made.
Oh, what was it?
He was saying, I told him the name of my book. He was like, man, that sounds dumb. He was like, might come up with something like a one-worder, so people won't just refer to it as a pervert book.
Yeah.
I was like, fair enough. I never thought about that, because when I came up with the name, I thought of something kind of like Poppy, kind of like anime, like Samurai Champloo. Yeah, there's samurai, but there's nothing about Champloo having to do with that series.
Mhm.
Or One Piece. You know, I don't know. How does that relate to a pirate anime? One Piece of Gold, maybe? So I guess,
Mhm.
you know, I was
Well,
trying to.
the name is a name. I've often said, but
Mhm.
yeah, I think the words "virgin kill" just kind
Yeah.
of. I think it
Insinuates.
insinuates something, yeah,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
kind
Some
of gets your
some Epstein type stuff.
some
And
yeah. You
I
don't
don't
want
want that.
Epstein type stuff coming to mind.
Yeah. Hell no.
I was thinking more of like just when you use the word virgin, yeah,
Mhm.
it-
Yeah, it's a touchy title, which, you know, I'm glad he had mentioned that because I never
Which isn't
really
always
thought of
bad.
it like that. You know, maybe it could be used as like you know, a chapter title. You know, virgin kill as in first kill that an assassin makes or something like that. But
well, and
people
that's
see
kind of
that.
what I thought when I first heard the name. In my mind, it was like virgin kill.
Yeah,
as
that's
in
what I was
first
kind of
kill.
going for.
But
Yeah.
I also thought, yeah, I could see how it might be because initially your
Mhm.
mind thinks of something else with virgin, basically thinks of sexual purity, you know.
Yeah. People would be like, clutch pearls. It's like,
Yeah.
oh damn.
Be
I
like,
did
"Where's
say I
the
was a
titties,
Christian.
man?"
You know, I was waiting on somebody to be like, "You coming up with a comic book title like that, you will be forever damned to hell." Ha! Let me stop. Let me stop.
Don't
Something
ask
about
no questions.
you know,
True.
but yeah, you know, I try to take all feedback I can, you know, into account and you know, try to make some changes because I mean, I'm new at this clearly, and you know, I know how to draw, but there are so many elements to making a comic book and storytelling. It's a lot to account for. It's like literally using a magnifying glass as you're mowing the lawn. You know, every little thing can be scrutinized, and rightfully so if you want a good book, I think.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
you know,
I think sometimes the scrutiny gets, you're like, are you even trying to enjoy stuff? You know?
Yeah.
that is true too, which
Or
is
do you just
sometimes,
want to scrutinize?
yeah. I mean, because like me, honestly, I mean, I can't speak for other artists, but for the most part, if I see a piece of art, whether it's from a toddler to a senior citizen, I'm gonna find a way to appreciate it in its own retrospect, you know. But you know, not everyone's gonna do that, and that's fine, you know.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's an interesting thing. Like, I feel the same way.
Mhm.
I'm also, no matter how accomplished the person is, also just as likely to scrutinize it, So,
Yeah, yeah. The only art I am guaranteed to scrutinize and hate deliberately every time is AI art. Like, soon as I see it, it's trash. Why? Because it's too perfect.
Yeah, it's weird.
You know.
well, sometimes it's
What?
not even too perfect. It's like trash because it's just trash.
Yeah, that's true. Oblong
Exactly.
or something's thrown off.
Yeah.
Or
And I mean, it's fine. Like with human error, you go like, oh, sometimes that's the element you enjoy is that it's not perfect.
yes.
But with
Mhm.
when it's easy to scrutinize robots because you're
Mhm.
like, fuck that.
Fuck them
Yeah.
robots.
Fuck that robot.
Yeah. Hey.
But I
Best
mean,
words. Of, go ahead.
invited or implied, like
yeah. The best words of wisdom when it comes to creativity and beauty. I think um, the Vision made the best quote, in my opinion, in that regards when he was talking to Ultron before he killed him.
yeah.
Is that he said a thing is beautiful is is not meant to be beautiful because it lasts forever. You're supposed to enjoy it for what it is in that moment. You know, I think that's there's a some kind of lesson in there that is a good
Well,
reminder for creativity.
yeah, it's hard to admire things that are eternal in that sense, you know. 'cause
Yeah,
you're
just
like,
take them for granted.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Move around.
yeah, if you think of people, it's like part of the reason we appreciate it is because we know nobody lasts forever.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, shoot,
Can't get out of my
that's
own
one of
desk.
the reasons why.
Nobody
rush
gets
down
out
there.
alive.
Yeah, exactly. In this trap called life.
Yeah. You shuffle off this mortal coil eventually and see what's next.
Mhm.
Who knows?
Indeed.
Yeah.
In
I'm
80s,
struggling with this one.
in 80s case, I think what's next for him will be midget tossing.
Midget toss.
So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and tap out,
Yeah,
guys.
goals.
I gotta get this rest, and
That's
Yeah.
good, man.
tomorrow's a new day. I'll probably do a live stream and send you an invite. As
Sure.
usual.
I'm actually I'm off tomorrow, so I might be able to help out with
Okay.
you, man.
If I were
All
off, I would, but I might catch you in the chat.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I got to think of something spicy to say. So
It has to be spicy.
Spicy.
Yeah. Spicy for YouTube, chill for Twitch.
That's a horrible balance. It's a horrible balance.
Well, I'll
You
never
said
get
that's a
anything but
horrible-
spicy Rob then, because I don't.
Well, I mean, I got to be over the top like Alex Jones on YouTube, or else, people aren't gonna watch. For the most part, I know you guys are cool, but
Dude, I mean, I know you're like, here's my take and stuff, but like, you're laid back, man. Don't try to be like Rob or Alex Jones. Be like Rob Wilson. Don't be Alex Jones.
yeah, that's too much. I know. All right, so sis comment au festival. Y'all take care. Have a good night. That's Jack Nicholson's Joker.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
He said that in Batman. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. No,
All
I
right.
see it.
All
Later,
right,
brother.
y'all have a good one.
Night, man.
Peace. There's a bookmark. Is he taking a picture?
So you can kind of see it's got Spidey. Yeah, Spidey with a.
Oh,
like,
the
all right.
Spidey sense. Okay, I see it now.
That'd be neat to do the Spidey sense with a gel pen, with a white gel pen.
Yeah. Is he taking her picture, I assume, right?
Yeah. There's a little camera here and stuff. The spider sense going off. I don't know. Maybe I'll put a little moon here or something. Maybe a little moon with like Green Goblin silhouette or something in there.
There you go.
And this one, I'm gonna draw a little Spider-Man.
That's actually a great idea. The moon with Green Goblin silhouette in it. Nice.
And I don't have to draw the Green Goblin.
Yeah. Well, silhouettes are awesome. Like they're really, really good when you can use them right. Yeah, I was, I don't know, struggling with that piece. I don't know if it was the nap or what, but I'm switching to something else. Switching back to shove. It's a nice thing you can switch it up and go, I don't want to do that one right now.
Mm-hmm. I figured maybe we take it to, well, it's already 12:30.
Oh yeah, your time. Like 9:30. What are you talking about?
You're like, I'm getting ready to keep drawing. And I'm like, I think I'm gonna get ready for bed.
I already slept.
Yeah, you already took a nap, man.
Yeah, no, I'm still tired.
It's how it always goes, man. You're like, I could have just kept sleeping.
Yeah, no, obviously. I mean, honestly, if I didn't have this, I might have just went for the really long sleep.
Mm.
Let's see.
I'm gonna try and put some lines down on this guy.
So I could share this. This was I'm working on a new page here, but
Yeah.
I'll share
Oh,
that. Well, it's
nice.
pretty much done.
Oh, I like that bottom panel.
Yeah, I
That's
did
cool.
a couple drawing videos on my channel doing that bottom. It's funny because they're like, is it 3 panels or is it 1 panel? I just kept seeing that just like element in comics. I'm like, people do that a lot. And I'm sure there's a name for it, but I don't know what they call that.
It's almost a trick to like show the passage of time.
Well, oftentimes I just do it just to break up monotony. Like I get to have a whole panel and that would be cool, but it's like, let's just split it up. Yeah, Rob. Likewise,
Yeah,
man.
anytime, bud.
Good night. And I was like, I'm just doing it here for whatever reason. So, but also I had it set up like the Watchmen style, like the 9-panel, 3x3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of keeps it uniform, but then breaks it up too. I think it would be weird if you just had like 6 panels and then just one solid one.
Yeah,
So I think
yeah.
that was a good design choice.
Yeah.
It almost, you know what it almost looks like? The bottom panel. I'm pointing like you can see what I'm pointing at.
Yeah, right. This one?
Yeah. Like you're looking out at him through a window.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And that's actually, for the story, actually helpful.
Like you're like looking out and you're seeing that shit. You're like, what the fuck?
So that's the thing, like, I do have to add in these 3 right here. It's the background's gonna get progressively darker because this one's all black.
Mhm.
The black ground, as I call it. But yeah. Shit's about to go down.
It's about to go down.
He's leaving his cross. So to the one, and Rob was like, is that the passion of the scarecrow? So he's finally leaving his cross, and so that's where his next is. Him off the cross. Or perch, as I call it.
Let's see how this works. This is the.
No, I was thinking of this earlier when you were drawing that wizard's kind of image with the ridden bird thing.
Mhm.
I always like this about you. You kind of get into a mode, and for a while you're just like, your art, like you're drawing a certain type of thing, and you're like, that's my mode right now, and you just like give up like 5 or 6 cool images of this style or whatever, and then switch it up.
Yeah, I just had this idea, and I was like, oh, let me work on that. And then it's like, oh, let me do this one. Let me do that one. Let me, and it just keeps going and evolving and getting better. That's what my dad was like, you need to pick a story and do it. It's like, I am. But
That's
everything
what
that
I
I'm
kept
doing
doing,
is building up to that story and to that world. But in the meantime, all the drawing and everything that I'm showing is like I'm putting my resume out there and people are seeing what I'm doing. So when the time comes for me to be like, hey guys, here's my book, this is what it's about, they're like, oh, I know J-Bot, I've seen the shit that he does and I like his stuff, I'm gonna buy his book. So everything's kind of like
about.
everything's like, it's like I'm putting my shit out there, putting my resume out there.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah, because I was saying the same thing like your dad. I kept telling him, just pick an idea and go with it. Because
I know, and that's like,
when I first met you, you're doing that one, and I was like, I want to see that. I want to see it come alive.
And that's the thing too. My ideas always change, and they always evolve.
Yeah.
And
Nothing wrong with
it's
that.
like, even with these little, sometimes you circle back to old ideas. With these little guys, these little ohms that I'm calling them. They live in the forest and they take care of the forest. They're forest caretakers. Do a super cute one, and then I could just do a kid's book of an adventure one has.
Yeah.
And I could make them. I'm debating about making them how tall I want to make them. Because I think I might do them like 3 feet tall or something.
Right.
Or maybe like a foot tall or something. I don't want them to be that big.
A foot tall is really small, man.
Yeah.
Just
Then
little
it
guy.
makes stuff like more fantastical. You know what I mean? When they're going to do something.
Yeah, it's funny how oftentimes fantasy is the only one that's really tackled that, like tiny little people. Because like with comic books and stuff, we tend to go to like big characters. Like let's make them bigger and bigger and bigger. You know, like Galactus and the biggest characters we can think of and stuff like that. And it's like something cool about making stuff that's not like Ant-Man small, but just like you said, like a foot tall or something, like a whole race. Like you see it in fantasy type books and stories, but not really in any other genre do they really become a thing.
Yeah. Let's see which pen is bigger. The expensive Jelly Roll pen or the Amazon Art and Fly gel pen.
Yeah, these the jelly rolls are hard to beat, man. They do pretty good.
It all depends what I'm drawing on, because sometimes these cheap Amazon ones work better. And I'm like, what the hell, Jelly Roll? You let me down.
Yeah, and I think I have one of that same one you're talking about, and it was I don't know, I never liked it.
Or I can do whiteout too.
Yeah. What kind of whiteout pen do you use? Because I use these guys.
I like that.
Yeah, well, I get like all different sizes.
That's more like a paint marker, though, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, see, I got the white out.
This one's got a better tip, but this stuff works really well on black ink for the most part. I mean, you got to know how to work it.
Mm-hmm. It's like a paint marker. You know, you kind of dab it, get it. You know,
yeah.
Yeah, same thing.
If you just sit there and like color with it, it just becomes a gray mess. You're like smearing black ink everywhere. You're like, ah. But yeah, if you do it right, it works all right.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I got
yeah,
that.
It's David Finch using those. Like,
okay.
If he's using it, it's probably a good idea. Actually, pretty much all my tools were taken from him. So I was like using other stuff and trying things. I'm like, yeah, if it works for him, it's probably
See, I'm wondering how for longevity, if the ink will be better or the whiteout will be better. I don't know.
Oh, on the bookmark?
Yeah.
Well, if you're reprinting it, it's no big deal. But yeah, I would say probably the ink. But
yeah, and I'll keep that then.
Just because whiteout sometimes can be flaky.
Yeah.
Now the white gel pens aren't like that, but I know like actual whiteout gets that way sometimes.
Yeah.
So I was watching a Jim Lee stream. I wonder if I got it lying around. Now he had that whiteout tape.
Oh,
he was
yeah.
straight up just using that on his drawings, and I'm like, oh, I'll try that. And that stuff is like, it's like, like that thread seal for plumbing.
Yes.
Kind of like that.
Yeah.
So like it can like flake up and like not stick properly.
Yeah.
You know which one I got, which sucked? Were these? Where is it? And I was hoping they would be good because they had all different sizes. Bought this whole thing of these Faber-Castell. They're white pens, and this one's like a brush, 1.5.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I got here. That's what I like to use. I use the black ones.
Yeah, well, their pens are good.
Yeah.
But I bought this whole white marker, whatever set, and it doesn't work because what I'm specifically using it is to do over black ink.
Yeah.
And I mean, I could even show you on this because I can just cover it back up. But like, here's the brush. And it doesn't look too, it just fades out. Like, watch the black ink just absorbs it. You see that?
Yeah.
Like right before your eyes. Yeah. I'm like, what a waste. I bought that whole set. I'm like, oh, this is what they're for. They're the ink people, so they'll know that I'm using this to draw white on ink. Nah, didn't work. I still find those Posca and jelly rollers. Those are the best.
Yeah, I wonder if those are for a specific thing or something.
Well, like what you're doing, drawing on craft paper.
You'd probably be
Like-
good for that.
Yeah, it'd probably be fine for that. Now, somebody did a YouTube video. I watched the whole damn thing. They did all these tests on all these different white markers and pens and stuff
Mm-hmm.
to see what worked best on over ink, what works best, on colored paper, all these kind of things. And the Poscas did pretty good. There was another kind that I meant to order some off Amazon. I keep forgetting, but that did pretty well on that thing. But I'm always down to try to find something even better. But right now, these guys are working pretty good. So I'll just stick with it.
Yeah, I really wanted to draw do like a cartoon Cyber Frog or like or really do Frog G, but I just if I'm trying to I feel weird auctioning other people's characters,
Yeah, I get that.
especially if I don't know them.
Yeah, I think for the most part, no one would care. But on the, they'd be more flattered than anything. But yeah, I mean, worst case, you just ask. Most people would be like, "Heck yeah, I don't care. Hey, that's cool." Oh man, that was a mistake.
I think too, if I try to go over it again, it'll sometimes it takes it back up. You think you can do another coat on it or something with the jelly rolls?
Oh yeah,
It pulls it up. You're like, no, I want to make
Takes
it
it away.
whiter.
actually trying to make it whiter, and you're making it less white.
That's a morning. Whatever you could just go with white ink. White ink and a brush. Just
Well, again, that's what I thought this guy was. It said it was brushed. It's white.
yeah, or I just
Like,
white
Yeah, that's what I
acrylic,
want.
a thin brush.
Well, and then the I don't know if you can see it, but here's my camera. You can't tell, but maybe you can tell. It turns black.
Black, yeah.
Yeah, just that little bit of bled out. Now, yeah, trying to find the one that can draw over black ink. That's the trick.
And I see some of these guys use the whiteout. I'll see Fraga or Dave Williams or Aaron Lepresti go and you white out with the pen and whatever. I'm dude, you made it look easy. I try to do that. It looks like ass. I just make a mess.
Yeah. Well, and sometimes it just for printing or whatever, it'll look fine. But as you're looking at it, while you're doing it, oh, that looks like a big old mess. But it actually doesn't look as bad if you scan it or something like that. Or on video, sometimes it doesn't look as bad.
Yeah.
I've noticed that. It's the same with ink, black ink. If you're just slopping down some big brush strokes, it can get kind of wet and, you can see all the brush lines and stuff. But when you scan it, for the most part, that doesn't matter, especially if you're going to flat your blacks later and stuff like that. But like
Yeah.
as you're looking at it, you're like, I can see all the brush strokes, and it's kind of throwing me off. I want it to look like solid black, you know. Fix this.
Like, which circle did I use? I don't remember. I think I might just black out the blue and then use the white for highlights on this blue stuff. You're getting really nice blacks out of the Fiber Castell stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, their pens were pretty decent.
Yeah.
You know?
They have a nice variety of sizes too.
Yeah, I used to buy that whole pack of theirs.
Let's see, let me get a thicker 1.5. Be his brush. 0.7. I just get it gets a little okay, we'll do 0.5. I'm like, which one's this one?
Yeah, 0.3 and 0.5 I use quite often. 0.1 sometimes I need it. But I was at microns.
Let's see, 0.3. That's a brush is a 0.6. I'm trying to do the black around Spidey's eyes, but just in one. Just by using a thicker marker, just by using a thicker pen.
Yeah, just like the one thickness.
Yeah. Now here's the hard part: is I forgot to erase before I added the white.
Oh yeah.
So now I can't erase on the white ink because it'll look like dirty butt.
Yeah, you'll just have to go right back over it again.
Mm. My cat's laying right next to my chair, so I can't I'm like leaning over my desk like this, trying to, because he's sitting over here, so I'm pushed over more to the right, so I'm trying to
They're really good at that, like getting right in your way or making things just hard. Like when I had a cat, it was like in the bathroom sitting on the can, and like the cat would come lay down like just out of reach and be like, "Hey, pet me." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, wait, I can't. I gotta like get up off the." Yeah, they just have this knack for being like assholes.
Got brushes. Is this it? I should have marked the ones that I bought. I just bought some. Here it is. That was a vacation. And my dad went to Hobby Lobby or the art store, Michael's. But like, let's go to Michael's, man. Oh, cool, dude.
Yeah,
Went
I don't know if this is
over
like
the
this.
art stuff, you know.
Is am I just thinking it's like this everywhere? But in my town, Hobby Lobby and Michael's are right next to each other, and they basically sell all the same damn shit.
Not in mine. I got mainly more Hobby Lobbies. If there's a Michael's, usually it's by itself or something.
Yeah, it's weird. They're like right next door to each other. And then it's like this big trick. I'm like, I didn't find it here. Let me go to the other one. I'm like, you have the exact same stuff.
You guys do too. I think I find that sometimes they'll have different paper.
Like just different brands or different.
Yeah, like I guess they have like still have Strathmore at Michael's, but then they'll have the Artist Loft or whatever shit at Hobby Lobby, which is like their in-house brand.
Oh, gotcha.
And I'm like, oh, like the Strathmore stuff used to be the shit, man.
That's weird because I've always got Strathmore at Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, it's like now by me they don't carry it. They got like some in-house brand now, Artist Loft or Artist Touch or whatever shit.
Their own house brand.
Yeah.
Douchebags. That never worked out. Well, for some things it's fine.
It all started going downhill when they stopped carrying the comic paper. I was like, what the hell are you guys doing, man?
Yeah, that's where I always get mine.
Yeah. I had to,
Or I
have to
used
get
to
off.
get it on Amazon now. But
Yeah, same here, man. It's like Amazon. I'm like, how much? Hell yeah.
yeah. And I don't have to go nowhere. Except the last batch I got, not the last batch, the batch before this, I got off Amazon. They were cut horribly.
Oh.
And so like the top of it was like, you know, that's 11 by 17, right? The top of it was like 17 and a half, and the bottom of it was like 16 and a half. Like it was just cut so horribly. So it was like right near the edge of the blue line.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, this is unacceptable. So I sent it back. But
It's like,
pain in the bullshit ass. If I was expecting those to be, and I didn't, and I needed them right away, that would have sucked.
let's bust out the Tombow. 0.1.
There you go. Now you're talking. Tombow. That's actually my favorite. You know that.
Yeah.
My
I
favorite.
like these. I keep going back to the Faber-Castells. I find myself coloring stuff in, you know, and I'm like, I'm just using this brush Tombow. You know what I mean? It's like tiny as shit. And I'm coloring in these spots where like the Faber-Castell will have like a chisel tip or different sizes.
Yeah.
Then they had some nice brush ones too that I want to try. I can think like the brush on this one is looking pretty neat. Like this is just a B.
Oh yeah.
The brush looks good, but then they have where's it at?
Yeah,
So
they
this is
could.
like a chisel tip, but they had a really nice one, and I was like, hell yeah!
This came with the microns last time. This brush, and it's kind of like that. I mean, it's,
Yeah.
but it's limited, and I don't know. It's all right. I never use it.
Yeah, they got the B. That'll find it. Well, if I can find it.
Pretty much use this one for a lot of the big stuff, and that's the pocket brush Pentel. I like that. I do like that one.
Oh, this is the one. This is the thinner brush.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably like that Micron one, like real thin. It works fine, but those aren't refillable. That Pentel one is refillable, and I need that because I go through that shit so much.
Yeah. See, I thought this one was like a chisel tip.
That chiseled, yeah. I don't like
this. That'll be
Just
neat to like
I'm not
kind of
fan
fill stuff in a little bit, but it was all experimenting. They came in like one set.
Yeah, yeah, and pretty reasonable for what it is.
Yeah. I just should have left it. Ew. Hey, Ray Haylock. What's up, bud?
What's up, Ray?
Hail chat, hail panel, faux show.
Hey, Ray.
Nope. There goes my pen. Can't move, damn cat. Get out of here. Okay, I got it. Had to pick up my pen with my feet.
So the time off you had, the vacation, were you like, is that like a family thing? We were joking that you went to that arcade, and we're like, you went all the way somewhere just to check out this arcade.
Oh, yeah. I had to go to a wedding.
Oh, okay.
My sister was getting married, and then we went and visited. So
Hey,
I went back up to
congratulations
Illinois
to
and
your
stuff.
sister. Then
Yeah, it was a good ceremony. Everybody had a good time.
you like the dude?
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Okay, that's always good.
Yeah, I can't complain. They actually came and visited me once or twice down south, and
Yeah,
they surprised me for my 40th birthday, which was pretty cool.
that was cool.
So yeah, it was a good ceremony. Everybody had a good time.
So how many siblings you got?
I have the youngest is I have a younger brother who's the youngest. Then I have a younger sister. Then it's me. Then I have an older brother.
Oh, yes. That's similar to my at least different order, but similar as far as like 2 brothers and a sister, right? Or 2 sisters and 2 brothers?
2 brothers, 1 sister.
Okay, that's the same as me, yeah. Except I'm the youngest. Yeah, my poor sister. And then your sister's younger than you said?
Yeah. So I have
Yeah, that's why it's always like, gotta approve that dude. It's my
Yeah.
sister. Better be a good dude.
Yeah, she got 3 brothers, so.
Yeah.
My brother's live in Japan, but he's not really attached to her too much because he's the oldest, and there's such an age gap.
The age gap, yeah.
Where I babysat her and watched her,
Right.
and
You have a
pretty much
connection.
helped raise her. There's a lot of stuff I couldn't do, and I couldn't play sports or stuff like that because my parents worked, and I had to come home from school and
Yeah.
babysit pretty much.
Yeah, it's tough.
And
Yeah, I was
watch,
the youngest, so then I babysat my siblings' kids.
yeah,
That's how much younger I was than my oldest brother and sister.
I'd have to watch Barney and shit.
Oh man, that was a nightmare.
And it never really bothered me, honestly. She was happy. I was like, yeah, sure.
Nice.
Come home from school, make her. She'd watch Barney and I'd make her ravioli, Chef Boyardee ravioli.
Yeah. I remember mine was, you're getting quesadillas. It's easy.
That's my daughter loves quesadillas, man.
Yeah, when my kids were little, yeah, it was so easy. And I'm like, well, you guys love it. I got a picture of my youngest. I guess I was at work or something. Their mom took a picture of it, but she took because you cut up a quesadilla into triangles, and she held it up to her ear and pretending it was a phone. She was like 2. Oh, why that's so funny. Kids, they do the crazy shit.
They slightly bleed. That kind of sucks.
Oh yeah.
But it probably is because it's just like recycled. Fucking.
Well, yeah, it's that craft paper. Like you get used to drawing on Bristol board, which is meant for ink. And,
Yeah.
Other stuff bleeds,
Oh, I have to go grab my daughter and put her in my bed. So she's calling me.
No worries.
I'll be right back. At least want to get the webs done on the Spider-Man before I call it.
Oh yeah.
All right. Crisis averted.
Crisis averted.
Ray says, I'm late and gay power went out. Oh, sorry, bud.
Oh, no worries, man. That sucks. Glad you're back up and running.
Yeah. Sometimes the boredom is what drives you crazy.
Yeah, you know, some of my favorite times of like I remember that happened with my daughters. We just had candles and stuff and a flashlight, and we went around telling a story, like the continuing story, where like somebody starts it, gets like a little ways into it, then they pass the flashlight, and then the next person continues the story, and then they pass the flashlight, and the next person adds to the story, and you just keep going until you run out of ideas or you get bored with it. We had a blast doing that. That was back before they were attached to phones. Like, the power went out. I guess I'll just sit on my phone all day.
Yep. I'm like, here's a flashlight. Can you build a tent? Sure.
Can you kill and eat your own food? Sure.
That's my daughter has a tent kick right now. Can you build me a tent, Daddy?
Nice.
Which means like, Daddy, I'm gonna make a mess of the game room right now because I'm gonna get every pillow in the house and bring it here. You're like, oh, geez.
Don't you love it? The moment you clean up everything and it's so nice, that's like when they're like, oh, a blank canvas, and they just pull everything out. Make like a giant mess. You're like, just very clean. Kids are great. Keep you humble. Give you gray hair. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Friday, I get my daughters. It's been a weird time, so looking forward to that.
That's good, man.
Their mom moved to freaking Missouri, so.
Oh.
And this is the longest stretch I've gone without seeing them. But I'll get them Friday and have them almost through the end of the year. So.
Same thing messed up this webs. Why?
Yeah, and because she did that, now I'm like contemplating my future. I'm like, am I going to move to Missouri?
Yeah.
I'm really considering it, even though I have no interest or desire outside of the fact that they're there. And I'm like, well, that's a pretty big interest and desire, but
it is, yeah.
It sucks to have to like up and move just for that. But that's it. This is we're closer to you, man.
Yeah.
Not too terribly far. Much closer anyway. Like everyone I know or I've met around here, they're always on like Eastern, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, I'm way far away from you guys. Like the people I meet in Florida and stuff, I'm like, yeah, I'm like the opposite corner of the US.
Yeah, I'd love to maybe one of these days get like some kind of meetup or before the Fans Fest or something would be really cool.
That'd be cool. I know James and I have talked about that. Like, there's issues with him getting out of Canada, and there's issues with me going to Canada. And I'm like, yeah, someday we'll actually hang out. And that'll be fun.
I want to try and color. I gotta color these damn eyes.
I like it though, man. It's good.
Yeah, it's coming out pretty cool. Wanted to draw a cute little Spider-Man.
Cute little Spider-Man.
That's always a good little practice warm up.
Spider-Man's kicking the ass to draw.
Yeah, it's the webs, man.
Yeah, that and he's bendable.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can put him in like this crazy. I mean, everyone's been doing it since Steve Ditko, but making Spider-Man in like this contorted, crazy ass poses and shit. Is that your cat?
Yeah, it is.
It's talking to you.
It's probably like, I'm hungry, fool.
They'll have a look all silhouetted. I think that'd be cool. I'm just gonna do that.
All right. One eye.
One eye down.
Makes a difference, though.
Fuck yeah. It sounds like part of the music. It's cracking me up.
Yeah. This is sitting right next to me on this chair.
It's like
That's the remix.
cat party.
Dude, I was looking everywhere for these damn bookmarks at the hobby show, at Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, it's pretty cool actually.
I
I
was
think
like,
get some of
looking
those.
for-
Maybe make it like an add-on or a tier or something on another campaign, like doing sketch bookmarks or something.
Yeah,
Like cards. I mean, everyone does sketch cards. They could do sketch bookmarks.
yeah. So they have them on Amazon. They come with the sleeves on Amazon. I just wanted something to do for Thursday, so I figured I'm gonna order the sleeves separate because they didn't have the sleeves to put them in.
Yeah.
But I was like, I probably walked past them 8 times. I was like in there for like 30 minutes trying to find them. And of course, my daughter wanted to come because we picked her up from school, and then she's like, "Oh, I want to come in the store with you, Daddy." So I'm like, "Yeah, okay, come with me." Then it's like, "Daddy, I want to run everywhere now." She's just like, "Zoom."
Yeah, I tell you, man, I miss that age. She's would you say 4 or 5?
Yeah, she's 4.
Yeah, that was really right at the edge of my favorite, like 3 and 4. There's a lot of new things for him.
Mm-hmm.
Experiencing so much.
Come a little person now.
Yeah, well, they're like precocious. You know, always like saying things like they think adults would say and stuff. And it's just hilarious.
Or like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm
Yeah.
like, what? It's like,
Yeah, when they get their sass, it's all good.
yeah.
Well, I know their mom, like, she was like, "Oh, I hated that age," and fair enough, she actually dealt with them more at that age.
Mhm.
But I did a fair amount myself too. But like, I loved it. Like, there was so much fun stuff for a dad, you know. And they love it. Like, whatever you you're like, this is what cool thing we're doing. They're like, yay! And then like they get older and they're like, I don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like your attitude. We used to have fun. Now you're fighting me on everything. And so we're talking about silhouettes. Made me want to draw this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
had
always
this
fun to just
idea
be like
for,
blank it out. It's always fun.
for like a
just
whole
pull it in.
silhouetted like image. There's this one image that's kind of like pure silhouette.
To make that a little bit bigger, I think. Silhouette actually came out pretty cool.
Yeah, dude.
Let's see if I can do it without it getting messed up.
Oh, I should have did that. I should have did the white first. Son of a bitch. Silhouette came out so damn cool. Shit. Okay. I was like, ooh, and I was like, oh, I gotta go around the outline. With
You gotta
this.
like color around it.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that
what
sucks.
was I thinking?
It's time to bust out a new one. Yeah. It's time to order new ones. Damn it. Go through these pens like crazy. Actually, it looks pretty cool like that.
Which one? Oh, what you got there?
Well, no, I was talking about yours, like just with the white, just that little bit of white around it.
Yeah, I was like, wow. I was about to say it's turning out pretty good, but I don't want to jinx it yet.
Oh yeah, never mind jinx it.
No, you're good. There. I was like, okay.
Well, if I say it, it's not a jinx. Like, if you say it.
There you go. You could tell. Cool.
I got to order more and more Tombow pens. I just went through like 12 of them. That's great.
Oh man.
Yeah, I go through these things. Well, the brush gets, because I'm kind of abusive with them, the brush gets kind of jacked up pretty quick. And really what I find screws them up the fastest is drawing the panel borders with the ruler, or doing anything ruled with them. Yeah, that brush gets kind of like on the edge of the ruler and kind of like frays it.
And don't you come out.
I was bummed. I backed Truth, Justice, American Way, and David Williams ain't doing the art anymore.
Broham's not on it.
Yeah. So I'm just like,
Yeah, that's
well,
what I heard. I haven't seen anything. I mean, I didn't hear an update from the campaign or anything.
yeah, if you go to the page, they tell you pretty much what happened. And it's, I guess, Brohawk's wife is got stage 4 cancer,
Yeah, that sucks. I mean, obviously.
Yeah. And I don't know if it was like you just don't want to push the book back or what.
Yeah,
I don't know.
mean, that's. Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people are probably going to be relatively upset about that.
Yeah, I think the thing is a lot of people were going to I gotta be like, whatever. It comes out when it comes out, dude.
That's how I always look at it. I'm like,
But I guess what Gabe is doing is Gabe's gonna do the art himself, and he scrapped the pages that Dave Williams has done.
interesting.
Yeah, because he doesn't want it, I guess, he wants to be like one cohesive whatever, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's save money that way.
Yes, but still, it's like. But I also heard that Dave was one of the co-creators.
Oh yeah.
So it's like I don't know what's going on, but the other problem too is like people are like, I backed the book because of Dave Williams' art, dude.
Yeah, I think that was what I was saying. Is a lot of people were very much wanting his art.
Yeah, that's why I backed it. And now Gabe's gonna do the art himself.
Yeah.
And it's like, I get where he's coming from, but at the same time, like, I want the Dave Williams art. I didn't, and it's too late to refund it either. You can't refund it.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
So, because I was like, well, I kind of don't want the book now. I mean, I'll back Gabe's. I'll back Gabe's Beef Law. Like,
yeah, well, that was supposed to be Gabe's art, right?
Yeah.
Like you knew that from the beginning. I think the other thing is like, I'm sure David Williams ain't cheap. I don't know how much he had got done, but if Gabe's doing it, then that's a lot of money saved, I guess.
I guess so, yeah.
But on the same hand, nothing against Gabe, but I don't think his art's as good.
Yeah, he showed some panels, and I was like, oh. I mean, like, not
horrible.
Yeah, not like, oh, but it's like,
compared to
the dynamic action that we wanted from Dave, from Brohawk, dude. It was like, oh, man.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to refund it. And they're like, no, you got to talk to the campaign. You got to contact the campaign manager.
Because it's in demand.
Yeah, or it's done funding or whatever. I was like, oh, fuck, dude.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things, and it's kind of like as much as you can have done before you go into it, better.
Mm-hmm.
For things like that, anything that comes up.
Yeah, I think David's just keeping stuff professional, but the way some of the wording that Gabe said, he in writing, I have him where he tells me he can't contractually, can't complete the book as he was contractually obligated, blah, 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 and I'm like, oh. I don't like the way any of this sounds.
Yeah, whenever you say contractually obligated, you're covering your.
I thought you guys were homies, just doing the book together,
Yeah. Another hard thing, like teaming up with people, and yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. Like, yeah, I love my colorist; he's been great, but I'm like, at any moment, he could just be like, "No, I'm done. I don't want to give you the rest of the pages. I don't want to, like yeah. I didn't bind him contractually to finish the book,
Mm-hmm.
The only thing we had was an agreement that I would pay him as, every 10 pages, once approved, I'll pay you for those 10, and then I'll send you the next 10. We kind of did it that way.
Yeah.
But at any moment he could be like, no, I've got something bigger. I don't have time to do the rest of the pages, and I'd have to have another colorist finish out the book, you know. And that would suck. It's hard working with people. That said, I know he wouldn't do that, but he could.
Yeah, who knows what book could happen? You know what I mean?
Well, it's like
You know.
there was like flooding in his where he lives, and he hadn't got back to. Usually he's like really quick, and he's like, oh, here's it, and he's excited, and everything's like cool. And then I hadn't heard from him for like a week, which doesn't sound like that long, but it was like odd, you know. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, I left it hanging. I'm like, here's some new pages. Usually he's really excited to start on some new pages, and I'm like, I just uploaded some new pages for you, and didn't hear anything back. And that's when I started going like, I hope everything's okay. I hope he's not leaving me.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, we got like flooding. He's like, it's like my town turned into Venice.
Oh,
I'm like, oh, that sucks.
that sucks. Thank God, but that sucks.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I'm glad you're okay. And then he had like uploaded a bunch of stuff that he got finished while he was in hiding, you know. And I was like, oh, damn, nice.
It's just hanging out with Anne Frank.
There you go. Yeah, actually, I think the silhouette one I was doing here, actually, the concept worked. I was kind of worried.
Oh yeah. No, that looks great.
Like coming off his perch, just going to the house. But I wanted kind of I probably should have made it even smaller. I think that's the only regret I have, not making it just a tad further away to like show a little more scope. It does the trick. There you go, the Green Goblin coming in.
I might just black out the whole background.
Dude, with the white, that would look great.
Black out the whole background, and then maybe do just a skyline real quick in the white.
Yeah.
And then maybe I can do some.
I'm just a huge fan of blackground. Blackground.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just something about it, or doing like this, like silhouette with white background. Like something about it really pulls the image to the forefront. And Ray says, "Loving the art, guys." Thanks, Ray.
Oh, awesome, Ray. Appreciate you hanging, Ray.
Yeah, Ray's a good guy. So, I just finished reading this one. Got it in the mail.
Oh.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. And at times the art is freaking amazing. Like that panel.
Oh, wow.
I really dig that pose. Yeah, it's like his arms are ripped off and stuff.
That's cool.
The artist uses all hatching, never any full black. And I think if he did, it would have worked a little better, though. Well, because like when he does, like right there, there's some full black, and that's the only part.
Yeah.
Which does make it jump off the page, but like everything was just hatching, and I was like, oh, I would have loved it if he just would have went in with. But this thing's a monster book, man. It's huge. It was a good read. I don't know how many pages. Probably about 100 and something, 150 or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's a nice sized book, man.
Pretty thick book, yeah. At a pretty good price too. I don't know if they're selling it still, but I know the campaign closed. But the story was fun. There was just a few times where it was hard to tell what was going on. And I was thinking again, like I think if the artwork had a little more black in it, it would help form it a little better, so it'd be a little easier. But But it was fun. It was, as the title suggested, about cryptids and like this big war between them. It was actually really cool. Fun stuff. Good job by the 6x6 crew. I think it's Ray Ramos. He wrote it.
Cool, man.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
I
that's
just
wonderful.
got. I haven't opened it yet. I just got my Bloodbone.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
And I know
that.
80s was like, I'm not going to read it because he's waiting for Aces, but I'm like, I don't have to worry about that shit. Yeah, I'm not waiting for Aces. Yeah, Bloodbone. Get it out of the plastic so you can see that, but that chromium or whatever, plasma cover, whatever they call that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the old Wildcats one that Jay Lee did. And the trading card in the, what you call it? That's cool.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Let's take a look. See.
Did he shut that down, or was he
There
still
we
doing
go. Check that out.
it? Finish this line real quick. Oh yeah, let's switch this real quick. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Is that Donald on the
No,
cover?
this was okay. I always forget the guy's name.
I didn't think so, but
Ricardo. Yeah, I can't remember his name. But yeah, that one wasn't Donald. The card is this one,
oh okay.
and then all the interior art is Donald.
Oh, that's gonna be cool. I forgot Donald was doing the inside.
Yeah, it's an ash can. Oh wait,
That's
he's
cool,
supposed
man.
to send me a shirt too.
That's clean.
Ooh, I don't know who did that one. Yeah, it's fun. Donald's style's really fun.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to
use this
that
cup.
Jaeger bomb that he's doing.
Yeah, I was. I have to hit up Edwin. 'Cause I ordered a shirt too. I don't know if that's just coming separate.
Probably. I think it's shipping. It's easier for them to do it separate.
Yeah, potentially. And if you don't, or if you're printing one at one time and you're like, it's ready to go, I'll send you the other part later.
Yeah.
I just thought the
Alright.
logo was too cool not to get a shirt of it.
Yeah. I know it looks better. Just with the way out.
Yeah. You fading, man? Yeah,
Yeah. It's 1:30.
I'm sure I would be too if I would.
I was trying to like, but that's like, dude, I gotta come back to this damn thing. I was like, yeah, I'll do a bookmark in a stream. Who cares, man? I'm like, oh god, it's taking forever.
Well, you took a while to start on it. That's why.
I did. Well, you know, I had to I had to finish the other one. I was having such a good time.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I put away. I don't know. I have to like relook at it. I was not liking that boots and heels one. I gotta relook at it. Yeah, it's all right.
Sometimes you gotta come back to it at next day.
Right. Well, and I was looking at it on camera, and like sometimes it skews the angle.
Yeah,
So, like,
it does.
If I put it like that, it skews the angle because of my drafting table. So
Mhm.
yeah, it'll be cool. And then all of the submissions have to be colored, so I don't color, so I got to send it to. Yeah, it's gonna take forever to do all the buildings and crap. I hate doing that. Some people like doing architecture and stuff. I actually hate it.
I have no interest.
I mean, it's fine. It looks cool when you do it. Obviously, it's an important element. Like, especially with the light source here, and then like blackening a lot of it out, and like it really make it pop. It'll make all of this pop in front of it.
Hmm.
You know?
Yeah, really make it look 3-dimensional.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. I like the guy coming out of the shadows with the axe.
Right. So it's an homage to the Escape from New York,
Hmm.
like I said. But that was my favorite. Was there's a guy coming out of a manhole.
Hey.
Yeah, he's like, what's going on, fellas? But yeah, on the Escape from New York one, they had tons of people in the background, but they were like kind of just mixed in because it was painted. And I was like, I'm not going to draw all these people or imply them. I'll imply a few people.
Yeah.
So I got a couple here, a couple there, then him. This guy is one of the characters from the story. But if I was reading the campaign page right, like I think he dies, and so that was kind of why I was like looking like he was getting left behind. And then they had some character who looked like he was like presidential or some shit. So I was like, oh, okay, that'll be the president, like what they're saving.
El Presidente.
But I specifically like, because it's kind of a Camel Moon style, I kind of tried to keep them with that style. They're kind of, I don't know, for lack of a better term, kind of squatty, but I wanted it to be like similar. Because I always dig his style. It's like that Jim Valentino, reminds me of Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff.
Post. Oh, hate it when I take a picture and it's not fucking rotated right.
Oh yeah, you gotta fix it.
Do the post and we'll call it a day. Call it a night.
Call it a night. So maybe this will be better. Hold on. Let's see if that helps.
Oh yeah. Yeah, once you black out that, do the buildings and stuff, dude, that's gonna pop big time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just the more that gets added, the more it starts pulling out. So, yeah. And then colors are gonna be hit up Demir and be like, hey, we have potential of winning 1,500. Probably won't, but I still want you to color it.
There you go. Yeah.
But 1,500 would be nice. There's a lot of good artists throwing their hat into the ring on this contest. I mean, it's hard to not try. You know, you're like,
yeah,
decent amount of money is thrown out there. Plus, you get the cover for the next issue or something like that. So it's like, cool.
Yeah, that's
a
cool.
contest, hell of a contest. So. Smart idea.
All right, I think it's about time to call it. I think we did long enough.
Yeah,
we did plenty of
times were had by all.
So thanks for joining me, man, and hanging out. It's always a blast hanging out with you.
Oh yeah, man, I look forward to it all the time. So yeah, I don't know. Next week I'll have my girls in that movie theater. Might be playing a cool movie, so we might do that. So I'm not sure if I'll be on next week, but or if I'll be on at first. Like I might jump in later or something.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for tuning in, Ray.
Yeah, good to see you, Ray. Felix, anyone who's still here. I don't know if anyone's still here. Felix, Mo, and 80s.
Hail to the chat. Hail to the panel. And I'm going to go to bed.
Good night, J-Bot.
Night, y'all. Have a good one.